So, Farmer, what do you want to put that toward? Yeah, a degree in death. Here's how not to do it. You lose.
How
I feel like it would be something you get in this game. Anyway, dead body. We discovered dead body. Ding dong, bing bong, and now we're here, which is great. We get to figure out what the fuck happened. I'm excited to do shenanigans. I hope you guys are too. You're gonna go platinum. Interesting choice. Molasses, keep track of that for me. Thanks, love you.
See?
You know the footprints from earlier? They were in front of the entrance facing the beach, right? Yeah.
Well?
Hajime and Kazuichi's footprints show that you guys were the first ones to go inside the beach house. But these footprints are the opposite. They come out from the beach house.
Hey.
Okay. I mean, if somebody was leaving, that would definitely be, oh shit. Yeah, I believe so, Jack, because the first one we opened the table and then it went off, yeah. At first I tried to go into the beach house from the door facing the road, but it didn't open, so I went around and tried to go in from the beach side door. And you couldn't open the roadside door because the body was blocking it. And that's when I noticed those footprints. Footprints leading from the beach house to the tunnel look like they belong to one person. Okay.
Huh?
Pekka said she went for a little swim, right? Could those be...
Well...
Unfortunately, I went swimming to scout the first beach. I don't know anything about this beach.
Maybe.
But still...
But these footprints lead straight from the beach house to the tunnel. Since I was swimming at the beach, of course my footprints would lead from the shore to the tunnel. So whose are these?
It appears...
No mistake, these are the killer's footprints, but I don't know who that might be. Well, we know it's the killer's footprints. It's obvious it's a clue. Yeah. I wonder if we can examine those close enough to, like, kind of get an idea of the type of shoe. Nothing over there. I'd like to talk to everybody before I start looking at stuff. Just to kind of do it backwards from last time. What's weird? Well, I wanted to calm myself a little, so I thought about getting a drink from that refrigerator. When I opened it a few days ago, I'm pretty sure there was a larger variety of drinks.
Man.
You guys are just imagining things. I mean, who cares about drinks right now, huh? Seriously, it's okay. I resolved it on my own, so just drop it. You started it, dude. That means it might be a clue. I would check that before I forget. A lot of drinks, but compared to last time, I feel there's less. And there's also a shitload of empty bottles in the trash. The only drinks left in here look either sweetened or colored. They look unhealthy. It's only a bunch of empty plastic bottles. I don't see anything that looks like a clue. Guess it's not that easy, huh? But it is a clue. Well, there's that. This is too weird. Something this weird should only happen in song lyrics. And she's just out of it.
Perhaps.
My hero probably wants us to do this too. She wants us to reveal the truth behind her death.
However...
But what she really wanted, she probably wanted to spend time with all of us peacefully without something like this happening. Agreed. Please don't be you. You know, here's the interesting thing. When we were doing the first investigation, within the first 10 seconds, I had 3 possible culprits, okay? Because I had, like, I could see why you did this, and I could see how you did it. This time, I only have 2 potential culprits, and I have any type of motive behind it. So, yeah. I want those fucking wings, dude. You hear my voice squeaking in and out? It's happening again. I'm trying to stay hydrated. I will never forgive killing.
However...
Chiaki seemed quite different from her usual self. She must feel very strongly about killing. It's not just her. There's no way anyone would forgive something like this. I guess you're right. Haha. You know, honestly, Dragon's Breath, yeah, it was but it's still better than Blazing. Even though it was slightly hotter, if I had to pick between the two, I'd go with the Dragon's Fire, because Dragon's Fire actually had fucking flavor, as opposed to the Blazing, which was just hot and disappointing. All right, let's have a look at the bat, because clearly that's the murder weapon. According to the Monokuma file, the fatal blow was with a blunt object. It's probably this metal bat.
Yep.
It's the same as the Twilight Syndrome murder case. Huh.
Well,
There's a girl named Girl E who was killed in the game during the 4th day. Yeah, you would only know that if you played it. That girl was killed with a blow from a metal bat, just like my hero.
hey.
Did you also play that game? Is that why you're curious about that metal bat? Yeah, exactly, but did you play it too? Then I'm sure you know this, but the case this time is strongly connected to Twilight Syndrome murder case, I think. Ooh. In order to solve the mystery behind the death, you probably need to solve that game's mystery too. Yeah, but even if you solve the game's mystery, all the clues in it were lousy and useless. I mean, it started ambiguously, and it was all still ambiguous when it ended.
That's wrong.
That's because you haven't beaten the game. I finished the game with the game over, but were you able to beat it? I'm not some girl gamer who talks about video games she's never beaten. Ooh. Ooh. So what am I supposed to do to actually beat that game? Can't stop thinking about that for some reason. But for now, I should focus on the investigation. So it's okay to say this metal bat is absolutely the murder weapon, right? Sorry, I'm still waking up. Metal bat has been added to the truth bullets. Mask. Someone bring this from the toy section of the supermarket? Or maybe party goods? But regardless, why is this even here?
Could it be?
Did the killer wear that to conceal their face? Nah, they totally stand out. I mean, it's such a gaudy mask. Yes.
Huh?
That mask! You've seen it? Well, if you've seen it, it's probably a serial killer mask. Sun Witch. What? Why? It's a super fun anime with a viewership surpassing 90% in my country. Oh my god, Jack. I'ma slap you. An anime that has a viewership of over 90%. Is her country really alright?
It cannot be.
Was that mask placed next to the body? Yeah, clearly. If it's true, could it be? Could it be what?
I am sorry.
And she ran out of the beach house. Okay.
Appears.
Looks like she knows something. Yeah, if that's the case, I shall wait till she decides to talk about it. For her to be so worked up, must be something big. I wonder what she knows. Closet door's half open. Last time I came in here, that wasn't the case. Ooh, I don't like that red. Damn, there's a lot of shit in here. Pretty spacious walk-in closet. There's so much crap on the shelves and floor, only one person could stand in here. If you think about it this way. Those are wetsuits. Suspicions are rising. It's possible for only one person to stay in here. A gummy. Okay, that screams Ultimate Dancer Girl. Can't remember her name right now. It's gummy candy. Finding candy on the floor in a place like this is clearly unnatural. If it's connected to the internet, okay, stop yelling. Did someone drop this while they were inside the closet? Yeah, Hiyoko, thank you. There's a lot of stuff jammed onto the shelves, even surfboards and a surfboard case. I didn't know surfboards had cases. But they're not put away properly at all. 2 boards are stuffed onto one shelf, and some boards have been left out instead of being put in the case. There's also an empty case as well. How careless. Guess it's everything in the closet. Is it though? I'm gonna look at this one, even if I don't have to. Flotation devices, snorkels, nets, also some paint supplies. There's not much else that could be related to the incident. Okay, I guess it is. She's lost all life in her body. It's as if she's a shell. Is this really the energetic Mahiru I knew? I see her laying in front of me, but I still can't believe it. I can't connect this lifeless body to the high-spirited Mahiru. But we don't have time to wallow in sentiment. There's no way I can just stand here. I slapped both my hands onto my cheeks and faced her body one more time. She's leaning against the beach house door that leads to the road. If she leaned onto the door like this, it would have been impossible to open. Maybe she tried to run away when she was attacked, try to claw to the door. Evidence can be seen in the bloodstains on the floor. They're streaked as if she crawled through them. So she used all her energy to crawl away, leaned against the door and took her last breath. For someone as headstrong as her to run, she must have felt really desperate. Shower room. There's a notice on the door. Yeah. Hell yeah. It's so out of place, and I love it. The shower's being repaired, so water won't come out. But what about hot water? Well, that's impossible too. If the shower's out of order, then isn't this just a waste of space?
I'm sorry.
Just when I was planning to fix it, my magic stick was taken from me. So I never got around to fixing it. What does your magic stick have to do with repairing shit?
You're so evil.
Okay. It's all Monokuma's fault. Everything's Monokuma's fault. Your doubtful eyes are telling me you think I'm Monokuma's accomplice. Yeah? Think when you wanted me, I've already given up.
Got it?
But let me tell you this one more time. As long as you guys work together, you should be able to stand against any kind of despair. I'll help. What help? You're doing the opposite. Same, Nick. I definitely excited for some things that could potentially happen at E3, which is why we'll definitely be doing co-streams of the ones that I'm interested in, which is mainly, well, okay, it's most of them, but there are a few that I don't give a shit about. I don't give a shit about EA's. I don't give a shit about Devolver Digital's. Most of the other ones I care about. I don't care about those two in particular. Oh, well, anyway, it looks like shower room's definitely out of order. But I guess I should check inside, too. Yeah, so check inside, please. I mean, I don't dislike Devolver, but I remember their show from last year, and no. This is a really nice, really spacious shower room. It's this huge, you could also use it as a dressing room. Changing in the beach house is forbidden. What an unreasonable rule. Nice window. It's small, but maybe you can crawl out of it somehow. Probably doesn't mean anything if someone can crawl through it, but I can't seem to take my mind off of it. However, the ceiling's really high, so it's also in a really high place. So high that even if I stretch out my hand, I can't reach it. It's probably about 9 feet up. It's not just that, an iron barred window. If that's the case, yeah, it'd be impossible to go in and out through there. But it's also on hinges. Yeah, I agree with that, Jack, for sure. Still thinking about that window? Yeah, I was thinking the killer might have escaped through there.
Leave it to me.
All right, I got it. I'll pitch in and help you out.
Now then.
Come on, give me a piggyback ride. I'll check the window for you. I mean, you're making me do all the work, but all right.
You up.
You know, hurry up, I'll punch you. Okay. Fine, I'll just leave it to you. My panties are clean. That's good.
All right.
She shouted, she jumped onto my shoulders. I died. I always knew this is how I was gonna die.
Hey, your balance sucks. Make sure your stance is wider.
You're a lot heavier than I expected.
Don't say that to a woman!
Yeah, because I'm so buff. Like, every time I get a massage, they tell me I'm just a mass of muscles.
Also maybe because your tits are bigger than your head, but...
A massage, huh? Do you have a trainer or something since you're the ultimate gymnast?
Nah, I don't have a trainer. My stepmom's lovers like to get drunk and give me full body massages.
I shouldn't have asked.
So, how's the window?
Let's see. See. So that's what happened.
Did you find anything?
Well, since there's this iron bar, I was pretty sure no one would be able to get through the window. But check it out.
Check it out. Hold on. I'll give it a try.
With Akane on my shoulders, I craned my neck so high that I started to worry.
This iron bar ain't even pinned down. Looks like you can open and close it pretty easy. See? My head can fit through, no problem.
Then, it's not impossible to go in and out of that window?
Yep.
But you'd need 2 people. Or, well, okay, you maybe not need 2 people if you came in through the outside, like you still could somehow climb onto the roof. You would need 2 people to get out of this room, but you wouldn't necessarily need 2 people to get into this room from outside. She jumped off my shoulders and flashed a wide grin. Isn't this a big discovery? Yeah, but how are they able to reach it? Even if I jump, I can't really reach it. But if 2 people work together like us, it wouldn't be a problem, right? If that's the case, it would mean the killer had an accomplice. But also, the other person would be left in here unless they turned around and lifted him up. Which is a stretch.
Huh?
Sounds like a big word. Is that the name of a kung fu master? No. Anyway, even if there was an accomplice, the person acting as the step stool would still be inside. Exactly.
Like,
If you really think about it, just one person could get out of here without help, right? Really?
so...
Yeah, like
I got it.
a freaking ninja could do it, you know? A ninja could climb fences and walls, no problem. Oh my god, it was Gundam. Just as I thought. It looks difficult to go in and out through that window. What the heck? And I even took the time to lend you my wisdom.
Pissed me off.
You're the one who said it was suspicious, so I took the time to pitch in and help.
You.
It was such a waste of time to help you out. All you saw were my panties. No. Oh well, it's not like it's the end of the world. I didn't look at your panties. I tried, but I didn't look at your panties. That's how he got the name Jumpy. He can jump. And he lifted Gundam up. Little tiny fucking hamster lifted Gundam up somehow. Calling it now. I guess it's pretty much everything I noticed in the shower room. I want to look at the shower though. Oh. Just from the clues here, I don't think I have enough to find the truth. Looks like I should try investigating that again to find out why my hero got killed. Twilight Syndrome murder case. Oh no. Girl E was killed in that game by a single blow from a metal bat. So here's my thought. Remember that Fuyuhiko had an envelope that we assume that he got from the game. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't, but there's no way it's just a coincidence, right?
Actually...
This game's theme is a missing link. You know, it's a recurring theme for mysteries, right? Kind of like a hidden connection. My hair's all tangled up because I got up and immediately came in here and didn't have time to shower. Thanks, guys. Thanks for not waking me up on time. Appreciate it. Yeah, so we need to play the game. Plus the person who might know about that mystery is standing right next to me. I should ask her about it. Toilet. It's a toilet, but you can't really use it as a step stool. It's true. Just picturing someone like wall bouncing, like Mario wall jumping between the wall of the shower and the wall here. I mean, I'm glad. It means I'll definitely be awake enough to do all 3 streams today, which is great considering I'm way behind on The Legend of Dragoon. Hey, I have something I want to ask you. You okay right now? You done investigating here already? Huh, I think I've been finished investigating once through.
Yep.
Then let's go.
So...
You want to know about Twilight Syndrome, right? Then I think you should actually play it yourself.
Let's go.
So let's go. Okay. With her leading, I left the beach house and headed over to the park where that unsettling arcade machine was placed. But I never expected that person to be waiting there. Uh-oh.
Hello there.
Hi. Nagito. Feels like it's been a long time since I was able to talk to you two like this. Even though we haven't spoken for just a few days.
Why?
Yeah. Why are you here?
Well,
There's no need to worry about a loser like me. More importantly, did you hear? Apparently my hero got killed this time. How horrible. She was the heart of our group, always spirited and very eager to talk. For her to be killed, if only I could have taken her place, I would gladly have done it.
amazing.
But still, you guys will be able to shine because this outcome is full of despair, right? That's right, no matter how dark the despair, hope can shine much brighter and stronger. Good job, Jacob. Though I do feel bad for my hero. This is quite exciting. How will everyone overcome despair this time? Looks like you feel no remorse. He's crazy, and it's pissing me off. So why are you here? Who told you about my hero?
Now.
You don't have to make that scary face. I'll tell you, you know. Monomi.
It's Monomi.
Why'd you untie Nagito without anyone's permission? Did I do bad? I just want everyone to get along and, you know, cooperate. We're not gonna get along. You already know what kind of guy he is.
That's...
But fighting among friends is what Monokuma wants you guys to do.
Now.
Hajime, you should forgive her. Monomi is making a valid point, too. You have no right to say that, dick. But now's not the time for friends to fight. There's gonna be a class trial for my hero, right?
That's right.
That's why everyone must work together and have Monokuma. Apparently my character is quite upset. Enough already, just go away. Okay. Nagito, you two, hurry up and get lost.
Man.
Well, I'm a little lonely, but I guess I'll do that. I already saw the true ending of that game, so there's really no reason for me to be here. True ending?
Now then.
So although I might be a little late, I too will do some investigating for a while. I'll try to be useful in my own way. Who do you want to be useful to? The killer or us? Ooh. Isn't it obvious? I will always be on the side of hope. The more I talk to him, the creepier he gets. The more I listen to him, the more I don't understand. If he didn't exist, the situation would be a lot easier to deal with. Damn it.
Hey.
Hey, let's just move on and start the game. You're right. Hey, can I ask you something? Is there a walkthrough for this game?
Huh?
I feel like I'm just gonna repeat the second day and fourth day again and then get a game over. So there's a walkthrough, can you tell me about it?
Well?
When you get a game over, that's the walkthrough. What do you mean?
Want me to tell you?
I'll tell you if you want. There's a hidden command. What?
See?
You should have seen it too. You know the thing that was displayed on the game over screen? Down 5. What, push the joystick down 5 times?
That's right.
Just so you know, that doesn't mean you down 5 drinks or something. It means you have to press down 5 times.
Yep.
You just have to press the down button 5 times when you're on the title screen. If you do that, you should be able to go to the real game. So that's the trick. Just as expected of the Ultimate Gamer.
Nope.
Doesn't have anything to do with being a gamer. It's just you either get it or you don't. In fact, Nagito got it on his own, so it looks like he managed to beat the game. Come on, give it a try. Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen anything from the Nintendo stuff earlier today, so I have no idea what you guys are talking about, but I'm happy for you if you're excited. Because I like people being excited for games. I need to press down 5 times on the title screen. This is horrifying.
Yep.
This is the real game. The Truth Edition. I should start it up. I need to find out why this is a motive. It'll start if I press the enter key, right? We open with a specific murder case, a tragic killing that occurred within the grounds of the academy that the girls attended. Based on their understanding of the crime scene, the police ruled that the incident was the work of a pervert who snuck into the school grounds. However, there was a secret behind that incident. Even before the janitor first discovered the body, there were students who witnessed the crime itself. The The students were 5 high school girls. They didn't want to get involved in the incident, so they tried to hide the fact they were the first to discover it. However, tragedy befell those girls. Several days after the incident, one of the 5 girls, Girl E, is murdered by someone. What in the world happened at this once peaceful academy? By playing the missing first day and third day, you'll be able to understand that mystery. All the answers you seek are hidden in this Truth Edition. Will you be able to reach the truth? Now then, let's start with the first day, where it all began. This is so weird. It was Jack. Jack did it. I can't believe you, Jack. I'm sorry. Really, really sorry for keeping you all waiting. We're gonna go home late because we had to wait for Slowpoke Girl A. Come on, Girl B. You don't have to be that mad. He don't get taking photos without permission. People might mistake us for good friends. Ooh, Al. I'm not your friend? What? There's no way I'd ever be friends with a nasty, trashy pig shit like you. Wow. The way Girl B treats people, even loan sharks looking to collect would get sick to their stomachs. Is Girl E here yet? Apparently she forgot something. She told us to wait just a little longer. She can't find her school swimsuit. Her swimsuit, huh? Maybe it got stolen? Uh-oh. You don't know? A pervert's been spotted in the area recently. You should be super careful, Girl A. A chubby weakling like you makes the perfect prey. Wow, what a bitch. Stop it. Get some help. Girl A's getting really scared. It's fun to bully Girl A. What was that noise? It sounded like glass breaking. Sounds like it came from the 2nd floor. Let's go. Okay, I just like to point out that a bunch of high school girls would, in no universe that has ever existed, ever, run toward the sound. They would run away. At least here, in Point Pleasant. I can assure you that. Girlie, what happened? I don't know. I walked by the front of the music room just now, and then I suddenly heard the sound of glass breaking. Someone in there? That's what I think, but I think the door's locked. I can't get it open. You're right, it's locked. Did someone lock it from the inside? Is someone really in there? If we use the key from the teacher's lounge, we can open the door, right? Yeah, I'll go get the key. Teachers are probably gone by now, so I'm sure we can bring the key over in secret. But I have a bad feeling about this. Yeah, me too. Clearly everybody else does too, by the yellow bar at the top. I found the key. Nobody was there, so it was super easy to get. Okay, open the door. Girl A, you lead the way. What, me? Come on, hurry, hurry. What's it gonna be like inside? Someone's laying on the floor. She's not laying down. She's dead. Oh, look at that red bar. Ooh. That's impossible. Why? Lower your voice. They might still be nearby. Nearby? I mean, this looks like someone murdered her. Seriously, shut up. What's gonna happen if the killer notices us? What should we do? What should I do? Run. You should run. I see, so that's what happened. I found it. The killer's escape route. Is it the window? The window's broken. The sound we heard from the entrance hall was probably the window breaking. Someone probably locked the music room door from the inside after killing this girl. They broke the window and escaped outside. Looks like she got hit by something when she died. I can't seem to find anything bloody here. What happened to the weapon? Did the killer take it? So the killer just ran out the window? If they just wanted to run away, they could have opened the window. Why'd they have to break it? They're probably trying to leave in a hurry. Look, there's evidence. A fish tank by the window's tipped over and all the gravel's scattered. Must have accidentally tripped over it when they were frantically trying to get away. Okay. It's not too high to jump from the second floor, so maybe they thought it'd be safer than using the hallway. Really, though? I mean, to lock the door, you'd either have to lock it from the inside or use the lounge key. Oh, when I went to get the music room key, it was in the teacher's lounge. So the killer wouldn't have had time to return the key before they broke the window. So the door could have been locked from the inside. That means the killer was inside the music room. Also, to get outside from the music room, they'd need to have passed by us in the entrance hall. But we didn't see anyone pass by, which means the killer's only escape route was this window. Also, I leveled up, so it apparently still has, still tracks your steps, even when you're in this game, which is kind of interesting. It's probably that pervert I heard about. He's the one who snuck inside the school grounds. What? My school swimsuit was stolen. I can't find it anywhere. Then the pervert who stole your swimsuit also murdered that girl over there. I mean, that's a big extreme. Like, stealing something and then murdering someone, those are not even remotely the same crime. Like, holy shit. They probably locked the room so they could rape her, but she ended up resisting. Jesus, that got dark. I mean, she's dead, so obviously it was dark to begin with. It's like a next level dark. Holy shit. So they frankly tried to get away, broke the window and escaped. Stolen school swimsuit. Isn't it bad if we stay here much longer? I mean, I don't want to get involved in something like this, and the killer might still be around too. That's bad. Uber bad. We better hurry up and run. But don't we have to report this to the police? Don't you know what happens when you report this kind of stuff to the police? You become the prime suspect just because you found the body first. I don't want that. And she ran. Yeah, it'd be best if we left this room how we found it. Just lock the door and leave everything how it was. Except now your fingerprints are all over the door, but, you know, you didn't think of that. Please wait, don't leave me. Girl D! What's up? Sorry, did I make you wait? So, what's up? You asked me to meet you here. Don't tell me you're gonna confess your love to me. Huh? What happened? I want you to look at this photo. On the day of the incident, I found this when I peeked into the next door classroom as I was going home. And I couldn't help taking a picture. What do you think these broken vase pieces mean? Or vase, if you prefer. That sound we heard from the entrance hall wasn't the sound of a window breaking. What is this? I don't know anything about this. And if that's the case, the killer didn't escape from the window. Seriously, I don't know anything. It's okay. I made sure to throw it away. What? If anyone found it, you'd be in trouble, right, girlie? Are you trying to blackmail me? Of course not. That's not what this is about. If there's something you're hiding from me, I want you to say it. I mean, we're friends, right? You didn't say anything either. I knew, you know. I knew that girl who got killed was tormenting you. Ooh, high school drama. Nah, she wasn't just tormenting you. She was seriously making your life a living hell. That bitch was in your photography club back in middle school, right? She was probably jealous of your talent, so she... I'm supposed to be your best friend. If you told me, none of this would have happened. Everything just fell together in my brain. Every little thing just clicked into place. Girlie, don't tell me you... That bitch thought she could do anything she wanted because of her family's influence. And I just couldn't stand it anymore. You know, at first I tried to talk to her. But that bitch started talking shit about how she'd target me next time, so... I felt a sudden rage, and before I knew it, I was choking her. And then she lost consciousness. But things would have been worse if she woke up, so... That's why I had to do something about it. It's not my fault, or yours. It's all her fault. Guy F. That bitch. Girl E, was it? Word is she was with her on the day of the incident. Looks like she threw something away here. What was it? What the hell is this photo? This vase is... Could it be the sound of breaking glass was actually this? Why would this guy know that? If it wasn't, why did she try to secretly get rid of this? That bitch. What the hell did she do to my little sister? Looks like I need to ask her a few questions. And if that bitch really did it, That... I will never forgive her. God, that red text is unnerving. What? Looks like this is the end.
That's right.
That's the Truth Edition. The incident's first and third day are depicted in it.
Yep.
Now you fill in all 4 events from that first day to 4th day. So, what do you think of the characters in this game? You mean like girl A and B? Their names make no sense, and they have no romantic chemistry either. No, not that.
See?
Well, you were talking. Looks like the ending staff role started.
Perhaps.
You should be able to find out what you want to know if you look at it, probably. Monokuma. Monokuma. Oh. Oh. Ooh.
See?
Didn't I tell you? What you want to know is going to be on there.
Miracle!
Yay! Congrats! Miracle! Congratulations! You've finally beaten Twilight's Cinder Murder Case! Now that you guys have played this game through to the end, you should already know. That's right, the game is a non-fiction game based on an actual past incident!
By the way...
Non-fiction means an original story based on historical fact or records. Hey, answer my question.
Phew.
But even if this is non-fiction, you guys probably don't remember it. Well, that can't be helped. The school life you no longer remember is the setting for this story.
Isn't that wonderful?
At any rate, congratulations! Now then, as for the ending prize that I'm supposed to give you as a reward for clearing the game, I won't give it to you. Dick. There was only one ending prize, and I already gave it to the first person who beat it.
Too bad.
How disappointing. Did you say ending prize? Like, I was told the same thing when I beat it too. I was too late. If I'd known something like this was gonna happen, I would have played the game sooner. Yep. The ending prize isn't the problem, it's what Monokuma said earlier. He mentioned how he used our school life as the setting of the game. So it's connected to that this time too. Is it really true? Were we already living our school lives and our memories were completely taken? Is something that crazy actually possible? And what did they do to us?
You...
It looks like there's something on your mind.
Perhaps...
Monokuma probably said the same thing to everyone else who's beaten this game. The game is non-fiction, that it's the missing link that existed in our forgotten school memories. So, do you believe it? Do you really believe our memories were taken? Instead of thinking about that right now, we gotta focus on solving the mystery first. Whether we believe it's the motive or not, it's clear that a murder did occur. Yeah. I need to question them directly. If I do that, I might be able to learn something. You're talking about the people whose characters appear in the game, right? Then I'll go too. If I get some information from them, I might find out something about the mystery behind my hero's death and whether the game is true or not. And we really had our school memories taken away.
Hey.
Then let's hurry and ask the others. And while you're at it, ask them how it feels to be characters in the game.
Leave it to me.
That got her excited. Also, if you want to gather your thoughts about the content of the game, talk to me anytime. Thanks. I don't know where they are right now, but we won't learn anything if we just stand here. Okay.
Hello there.
Hello there, Hajime. And, oh my god. Timing's too perfect. You were waiting here, weren't you?
You caught me?
Would it be best if we traveled together? If you've beaten the game, we must think similarly, right?
Man.
Nah, maybe I'm being a little too conceited. A guy like me thinking similarly to you guys? It's okay, just make your point.
Well...
There was an airport on the first island, right? I told them to meet up there. Them?
You don't know?
Why, the characters appear in Twilight Cinder Murder Case, of course. The girls must be busy with their investigations, too. It'd be a waste of time if we both questioned them, no?
Bye now.
If you want to hear what they have to say, you should come with me. I'll go ahead and wait for you guys. I guess the only thing we can do is go. I guess you're right. Okay. And you just chilling? All right. I should see if I need to clean up any poop. Nope, you're good. Damn. She really is just following me. It's kind of cool. Shit, I forgot to be looking for hidden Monokumas. Whoops. I hope there wasn't one in any of the places I've checked. That would be awkward. Hajime over here. Mikon, Ibuki, Hiyoko, they're all here. The names on the staff roll for Twilight Syndrome murder case were... Yeah. Don't forget that Kuzuriya was on there twice.
Whoa.
I really wanted Fuyuhiko to come too, but he locked himself in his cottage and wouldn't come out for me.
Sorry.
So unfortunately, he's absent. It's probably because I'm so incompetent. I apologize.
What?
It's okay to be absent. Or it's okay to be absent? I thought you said we'd get executed if we didn't come. Wow. I mean, you said Monokuma had something important to tell us, right? We came because you told us that. Sorry, that was a lie. You tricked us.
What the? Jeez.
Fine, then I'm leaving.
Wait.
Can you wait until we finished our business with you? Right, Hajime? This is like I'm on the same team as him, and I'm not. Not cool. Not cool! No, I can't focus on that right now. I have to get information from him. I'm gonna start over here, and we're gonna work our... Oh, that was... Never mind, we're fine. Hey, Buki, can I ask you something?
Why you?
Bring it on. Have you played Twilight Syndrome Murder Case?
Aww.
Well, that's a computer game, right? I'm basically awful at those things.
Guitar!
Buki's a tough girl, so I don't touch anything powered by electricity except electric guitars. I'm pretty sure that's a lie, but now's not the time to really dwell on something like that. Her unique tone and hyper energy. There was a character like that in the game, too. Let me ask you one more thing. What's the relationship between you and my hero? You mean that in a perverted way? No. In a normal way. God.
Aww.
Well, even if you asked me that, Ibuki's encounter with my hero was...
Oh!
When I asked my hero this morning to go to the beach with us, she made this real disappointing face. A disappointing face?
I see.
Yeah, but disappointment
I see.
varies depending on the person. Ibuki associates it with department store rooftops. Okay. Let's stay focused on my hero, okay?
That's totally it!
Turns out my hero had some business too, and she wanted to invite me to that instead. She said something like, I was thinking about meeting with everyone, but if you already have plans... Do you know what she meant by everyone?
Aww.
Nope, I didn't ask. I see. My hero invited Ibuki, but why? Hey, do you have a minute? There's something I wanted to ask you. Have you played Twilight Syndrome Murder Case? No. Since we said we weren't gonna play it. Also, I suck at video games. I'm pretty slow and I panic instantly. Her timid tone. I'm pretty sure that the girl A character was like that too.
Hey, hey.
Anyway, can you tell me about your relationship with my hero? Relationship with my hero?
Well...
I first met her when we gathered at the classroom with everyone else. After arriving at the island, I did have a few conversations with her, but... Did she hate me? That's definitely it. She hated me. No. But even though she hated me, for her to actually invite me, she must have been a really kind person. Thoughts are swirling in my head. She looked very serious, and she was wondering if we could all meet up so she could discuss something. But I already have plans to go to the beach, so I had to decline because I had to prepare for that. And when I did, she made this lonely face and said she rescheduled for another day. If only I went with her, this wouldn't happen. My hero invited Mikon. Why? She invited more than just...
I see.
Looks like we obtained some pretty valuable testimonies. Based on that, it seems my hero also beat that game. Well, why do you know that?
You don't know?
If she hadn't, she wouldn't have chosen these people to talk to. Because she beat the game, she talked to people who appeared in that game. Just like what we're doing right now.
Still...
Yeah, but in her case, it was much more serious. Probably. I mean, she was forced to learn that she was involved in that game. It's true. But I'm surprised. I never thought my hero would play that game. Yeah. Nagito, didn't you tempt her into playing that game?
Huh?
I remember. Anyway, what happened to my hero? Did she leave saying she had some business to take care of? Oh. Wait, you tempted her, right? Just like you did to me.
How mean.
Tempt, that's a rude thing to say.
No, that's wrong.
That's disrespectful toward my hero.
Isn't that right?
There's no way her feelings would change just because a useless guy like me tempted her. At that time, she was already considering giving that game a try. All I did was give her a little push.
It's obvious.
That's all it was.
Well,
But more importantly, isn't it better if we listen to what she has to say? She's being quiet as ever. Counting on you, Hiyoko. Uh-oh.
hey,
If my hero spoke to everyone who appeared in that game, she should have talked to you too, right? Well... She never talked to me at all.
That's weird.
What a surprise. I didn't expect you to ask me such an easy question.
Bye.
So I'm just gonna go back to my cottage now. Hey! Ignoring my voice, she ran away, as though she were avoiding me. Looks like it's okay to say she ran away. Yeah, very suspicious. That's...
now then.
Regardless, looks like we're finished here, so why don't we part ways for now? There's still something I need to investigate.
Bye now.
See you later! And everyone runs away. The heck is his problem? Even his exit was pushy. Chiaki, what should we do? Should we get back to the scene of the crime one more time and investigate? It's very important to investigate the crime, but let's go over to my hero's cottage first. I agree. If she beat that game, it's best we investigate there.
See?
She might have that. Oh, the ending prize. If that's the case, I'll go with you. You're okay with that, right? That's your cue to say yes. Alright. That's not that far, I'll walk. Hell yes, Zach. Hell yes. By the way, sir, I've been like really distracted by the game. Hi, Nikki, and hi, Piano Man. How are you guys doing? Sorry, I'm really distracted. This game does that to me. It distracts me because it's good and it's engrossing. I can't help it. It's too good. And I want to be in a cottage on the water like that. That seems so cool. Can I go in anyone's? Can we be super Snoopy? Glad to hear it, Nikki.
Phew.
Moving after you're told would be too third rate, so I made sure to be the one to be one step ahead. However, removing what's inside is a huge no-no. There are others who want to investigate too. Okay, so he unlocked the door, but I'm not allowed to take anything with me. Got it. Oh, she put pictures up. This looks nice. This makes me like her a little bit more. Also, there's a hidden Monokuma. Compared to my room, the cottage had a somewhat pleasant smell wafting through the room. That proves that she was here, but she's not coming back. Then I should
See?
try looking for a naughty book. Why?
Yep.
No, I was only kidding. Are you that kind of person? At least I don't feel nervous anymore. Wait, could that be the reason she said that?
See?
It looks like we don't need to search for it. Check out that thing on top of the bed. Well, first.
No.
I'll check out in a minute. I want to check out first. I'm curious. I want to see what's in it. There's an envelope on top of the bed.
Hey.
Could it be? This might be it. The ending prize Monokuma gave to the first person to beat that game. What's inside the envelope? What came falling out was a few photos. This is a photo of Mikan, Ibuki, and Hiyoko in what appears to be some sort of entrance hall. It's just like that game.
Yep.
There's a similar scenario during the first day of Twilight's True Edition. Girl B was in a bad mood because Girl A was late. Girl D tried to cheer her up by taking the picture. Is this the photo she took? This is really cool. Look at this photo too. Broken vase. Is that the same photo Girl D showed Girl E on the third day? As I recall, a broken vase is in the classroom next to the music room.
But still,
This photo is more shocking. As Chiaki showed the photo to me, I was stunned into silence. Yeah. This is an actual photo of a dead body. Since there's a piano behind the body, it looks like it's the music room. If that's the case, could this be the photo of the first victim? You mean it's the victim of the murder that occurred on the first day?
oh,
Yeah, the one they blamed on a pervert. High school girls crime scene photo. And one more. This is the last photo. It's probably the photo of Girl E after she got killed on the fourth day. I mean, it nearly matches her body in the game.
see?
There's no mistake. This is a photo of Girl E. With that, we finished looking at all the photos. So based on all these photos, this is the ending prize. The ending prize for beating Twilight, and what's depicted in these photos proves that Twilight's in a murder case is based on an actual murder. Does that mean the stuff about our memories being stolen? There's something else?
See?
There's a note inside the envelope. Ooh. Well. Yep. This note.
Wait.
Maybe the first
Time
person.
out.
Maybe the first person to beat the game and receive the ending prize wasn't Mahiru. Yep, I already remember who it was. Someone else sent this to Mahiru, and that person is the one who actually received the ending prize. Mahiru wasn't just lured there by Nagito; she also received this envelope, and that's why she played that game, right? And the person who played the game first. This envelope looks very familiar, and the word "sister" is written in this note. Based on these clues, I can't think of anyone other than him.
Hey.
I'm glad we came here to investigate, because we did that. We found an important clue. There's still one thing left. We have to find out who actually killed Mahiru, but there's not much time left. I need to hurry. These photos. She must have taken them. She probably developed them at the supermarket. Even in this situation, there's a lot of photos of smiling people. Is that because of her personality? I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go now. Hajime and Chiaki. What a coincidence. Something happens twice, third time's a charm, so they say. Dude, you've just been stalking us, okay? That doesn't make it a coincidence, you're just a creep. Are you a stalker or something?
Now.
Don't say that. I was just thinking about filling you in on the results of my investigation. Did you find something?
Bow to me.
Well, I got forceful. I'll let you know if you drop to your knees and lick my shoes. Just kidding, I was joking. Doesn't sound like a joke.
Actually,
Well, it's about the footprints. The killer left their footprints in front of the beach house, right? Well, did you find out who they belong to? If you want to know, I highly recommend you come to the beach house with me. With you? Of course you'll come with me, right? I don't trust him as far as I can throw him, but if I can get a clue, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna try to talk to Fuyuhiko and see if he can tell me anything. So I'll leave this to you.
yep.
That's definitely a good idea. If someone like me tried to talk to him, it'd be impossible, but it might be different with a girl. Just be careful that he doesn't get rough with you.
Yep.
I guess this is where we part. I'll see you later, Hajime.
What?
Did you actually want her to stay? Actually, what do you mean?
Bye now.
Let's go. I'll head on to the beach house. Dude, you're so fucking weird. And yes, I did. Well, she said develop at the supermarket. Maybe the supermarket did have a dark room. I should probably check poop. Still no poop. Wow, okay. Yeah. I'm gonna talk to you in a second. There's something I need to check first.
Now then.
Damn it!
My.
Nagito!
Whoa!
Why the hell are you here?
Hello there.
Thanks for going easy on me earlier. Thanks to you, I was able to walk away with just mild bruising. You clearly think like an ultimate.
What the heck?
You two have arrived at a good time.
Good news.
I've discovered something very terrible. What? Not only that, I believe it's nothing like Sonia's, but there's something I noticed too. This is great. Looks like the investigation's reaching its boiling point. Hold that thought. Just for a second. I want to check some shit. I didn't really look for any Monokumas earlier. Because I completely forgot that it was a thing. So I just want to double check everything, make sure. That fucking emote, Jack, is horrifying. Why are you in here? Actually, yeah, why are you in here?
That's weird.
This closet, is it really okay to think that it's just been carelessly managed? I don't know why, but I sort of feel like it's a little suspicious. Maybe a little. God, there's so much shit in here. Aha! You clever bastard.
I've been found.
I think that's all of them for this chapter. Hot damn. That's good. It means you haven't missed any. That's great news. Okay, first of all, we'll get you out of the way. You got something to say too, right? Well, compared to the others, what I have to say isn't that important, so don't get your hopes up and be disappointed. Shut the fuck up and say it, okay? I tried my best to perform the autopsy, and I was able to find out she was definitely killed by a blow to the head. She's probably struck from behind in one blow. Based on the scar, the weapon is clearly that metal bat. But every dark cloud has a silver lining, as they say. It looks like she didn't suffer.
Well.
That means she died on impact, which means the body was moved to the door to block the door. Not that she crawled. Is that what you're saying? There's no doubt that she died instantly. Her death was instant. There's another thing I found. I'm sorry, I started talking on my own. Were you busy? Oh my god. Just tell me. During the autopsy, I discovered this in her pocket. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while. It would be bad if they started suspecting us for no reason. Hiyoko. I was going to tell you this in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. About what we discussed earlier. Is it okay if we change the place and time? I want you to come to the beach house on the second island at 2:30 p.m. And then everything I said. Huh. If this letter is real, it would mean Hiyoko met up with my hero, right? Plus, my hero's estimated time of death was around 3 p.m. They met 30 minutes prior. If you think about what that implies, then... If it's true, what does it mean? What happened between them? What about you?
Big news.
Huge, huge news! Out with it.
See?
Remember that Sun Witch yeah, okay, got it. The mask that was next to her body. Yeah, the one they used to hide their face.
Listen.
No, that is not correct. The mask was not just used to hide their face. Then what?
Well?
Sparkling Justice. Sparkling Justice is a serial killer and self-professed ally of justice whose name makes mankind shudder. They wear a hero mask at all times. Supposedly they are a serial killer who only murders other criminals.
That is an order.
Do not look so disappointed. You need to be surprised.
Hey.
The Sparkling Justice character, that's the serial killer you were talking about before, right? It's true that the mask we found is a hero mask, but
Wow.
it's a heroine mask to be precise. It's a pretty witch girl. See? A heroine.
Anyway.
So you're saying it's possible the serial killer is the one who killed my hero? Which means there's a serial killer hiding among us. So it was Jack! I'm pretty sure I've seen a twist like this in some video game. Oh my god. That was some good timing, Nick. But I still gotta ding it. So. Put it to whatever's closest. Well, there are some things that that's tough, because you could say that Wolfenstein's the closest, but in the Pokemon stuff, they're all the closest. You can say that Mudkip's the closest to catching up. So this is stupid. Serial killer my ass. Killer just used it to cover their face.
That's weird.
Even so, they sure chose something that stands out. I mean, it's true, but
However.
although it's easy to write off this as foolish, it might be best if we exercise some caution. Sonia, can you tell me everything you know about this so-called Sparkling Justice?
As the light of justice shines upon my mask, I expose the hearts of malevolent evil.
The hell?
Justice complete. The center of justice that is pierced by justice. The lead star of justice that shines in the night sky. That would be me. Sparkling Justice!
What the fuck was that?
Well?
That's Sparkling Justice's catchphrase.
What?
An unknown serial killer has a catchphrase, and you, a princess of an relatively unknown country, knows it by heart. That's kind of impressive. What's up, Ludo? I hope I'm saying that right. I'm really bad with names because I suck. But hi, welcome in, Raiders. We're playing some Danganronpa 2. And what's up, Water? It's been a hot minute. How have you been? It's definitely been a hot minute, but thank you for that raid. Welcome in. What were you playing? I really hope I said your name right, Ludo. I really, really hope that I said your name right. I'm gonna feel like such an ass if I said your name wrong. But thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. Fair warning, this is a very spoiler-heavy game. So if you've not played this is very, very spoiler-heavy game. So just so you're aware. Also, I have Void Drink. You can see through it. Because I'm a loser. Ludo's right. Nice! The Council, it's kind of crap. Well, at least you could admit it. I've never heard of it, but it's a shame it was kind of crap, but I hoped you at least had some fun. At least some, you know? But thank you for that raid. I appreciate it. For those of you that don't know, my name is Jacob, variety streamer. We just kind of play whatever. Today we just so happen to be playing Danganronpa 2. After we've had our fill of this, we'll be moving on to some Dark Souls. And then later tonight we're going to do some The Legend of Dragoon, which is a not super obscure JRPG for the PS1, but not as well known as most other JRPGs for the system. It's been pretty good so far. Also, I suck at Dark Souls, so yeah. But yeah, this game is very spoiler heavy, so I totally understand if you got a bolt. But we do have a Discord where you're welcome to hang out, and we definitely do other stuff that isn't super spoiler heavy like this. So yeah, well, thank you for that raid. I appreciate it. Really, really appreciate it. I'm going to investigate this murder. Yeah, this is the second one. We're on chapter 2. I would assume there's 6 chapters, so we're not super far in the game, but we're definitely not at the beginning. But I'm going to go ahead and press on. So if you are concerned about spoilers for this, Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. But swing back by at around 6 p.m. or so when we're playing Dark Souls and you don't have to worry about this.
Do you have a minute?
I read it in a magazine in the library. There's only ever been one person, a journalist, who has interviewed Sparkling Justice. The article was written in their native language, so I tried translating it.
However...
In the end, that journalist was punished by Sparkling Justice too. Really? No good can come from getting involved with a serial killer. Yeah, I know, right? It was like the perfect time, and you can't see who died. That's so great. That is so great. But thank you for that suggestion, Water. I do appreciate it, even though you're probably not here to hear me say that. You know. But I do appreciate it. And it was good to see you again. The serial killer might not want to hear that from you. This is all I know about Sparkling Justice. Thanks to the masks, nobody knows their true age or gender, making them a very mysterious individual. Isn't that kind of a stretch to say there's a serial killer hiding in our group?
Listen!
No, it does not mean they are in our group. It's possible they're just lurking on the island all along before they decided to murder my hero.
Well...
That's probably not possible. That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, no matter how much I think about it, I simply cannot believe it. That one of us is capable of committing such a horrible murder. No matter how much I think about it, I simply cannot believe it. I mean, were you not here for the first chapter, Sonia? I mean, I understand your feelings, but it's highly unlikely there's a serial killer hiding on this island. Have you found anything? Sparkling Justice is a serial killer who randomly appears and claims to be an ally of justice. Although it's easy to write this off as foolish, it might be best if we exercise some caution. I agree. You have anything to add?
Oh my.
She looks strangely excited. Awesome. No. And I don't really get it, but nice one, princess. That Miss Sonia's something else. This guy is just so laid back. I should leave him alone. You have anything you want to add? Tell me what you know already. Didn't you find out whose footprints those were? Actually, how were you able to find that out? After listening to everyone's story at the airport, I went to a certain place. Well, it's probably better to say I snuck in. To everyone's cottages.
Yep.
I told Monokuma I needed access for the investigation, so he simply let me in. That bastard, he did something shady again.
Now then.
But why did I do something like that? Well, I'll explain my reasoning to you. He squatted and began to spread some papers.
See?
Come on, Hajime, take a look. After all, I went to the trouble of gathering all this. You traced everyone's shoes, didn't you? Those footprints. I see, so the reason you snuck inside everyone's cottages was to get shoe prints. Unfortunately, Fuyuhiko wouldn't leave his cottage, so I couldn't complete it. Well, I guess it's no big deal. It seems obvious that the footprints belong to this person. Who?
Yep.
Hiyoko.
Well...
To be honest, the reason I summoned her to the airport was so I could lure her out of her cottage. She shut herself inside her cottage, remember? If she stayed in there, I couldn't sneak
Perhaps.
in. So I figured if I lured her out, she wouldn't be in a hurry to go back to her cottage. You're treating her like a small animal. But it was totally worth it. The footprint I collected there was smaller than anyone else's and matched the footprints at the beach house. There's no mistake. These are Hiyoko's footprints. It's also not like I was snooping around or anything, but I found something really interesting at her cottage.
See?
I found a lot of these candies inside her room. Yeah. They're gummy candies that come in 4 different flavors. Strawberry, melon, grape, and orange. Looks like she got it from the supermarket. Apparently she really likes this brand of gummies. Should have been other gummy brands, but she only brought home a bunch of these. People are like that sometimes. There are people who only eat the same brand, even if it's just potato chips. What's wrong with that, dude? Dude, I could so go for some gummies. Like, you ever seen those gummy bears that are like 5 pounds? I mean, they're like this big. I bought one once when I was in like high school, right? And they taste so gross. Like, there's just so much going on that it's not just bigger and the same taste. They're just gross. So, you know, don't buy those because they're nasty. But like little gummies, they're delicious, especially if you get them on like ice cream. Trust me, they're a good topping for ice cream. Trust me. Well, it's not clear if this relates to the incident, but I thought I should tell you just in case. Just in case. Coming from this guy, that means it probably greatly relates to the incident. Hey, load up. Nice. Is that it? Oh boy.
antagonism has come to an end. Come, now is the time to fight the decisive battle. The hostility of fresh blood, the insanity of a contest of wits. The class trial is finally raising its curtain. So meet up in front of Monokuma Rock. Once you're there, please proceed to the underground by taking the elevator located.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Now then.
Looks like it's time. I guess the investigation is over. So it's finally starting. The class trial where our hopes and the killer's hope will finally clash. That's alright. Either way, Hope will win in the end.
Alright.
Bye! What's he so excited about? There's no reason to respond to a guy like that. Anyway, we should head over. At the trial field where Monokuma is waiting, I have to make my case there.
There is no escape.
We have no choice but to press forward. As we talked among ourselves, we left the beach house and my hero's body. It's probably the worst direction to go. I think I picked incorrectly. I should have just went to the right. Yep, totally should have. That's alright. I always get it wrong. But hey, at least I get to level up my little poop monster. So, you know, there's that. I'm glad it's not just me. Stop. He's gonna do something crazy to me. I'll be ruined.
Why?
Hey, shut up and stay put, you stubborn little Lolita.
Stop it!
Stop harassing little girls. This is... What's going on?
Jeez.
Hyoko was trying to run away, so Monokuma brought her here by force. Hyoko's still trying to run away, so Monokuma's trying to wrap her in a full Nelson.
Damn it!
If you don't stay put, I'm gonna make you a part of this island's food chain.
Unbelievable.
Making me waste my sweet ass time. There's another problem to deal with besides this one. Where the heck is Fuyuhiko? That guy, he totally ditched. He totally ditched my appointment. He pisses me off. His anger changed his form? I'm right here. Ah, you came. I was worried about you. There's nowhere for me to run anyway, so no matter the ending, I have to accept it, right? But still.
Bastard!
I'm a Yakuza. Accepting defeat is not an option. Dude, what does that mean? That's all good. If the trial heats up, it's all good.
Anyway,
Looks like everyone's here, so let us depart.
see ya later!
That was weird. I'm not mentally prepared yet.
Like,
Do you even have to prepare?
Show some spirit.
If you don't have enough power, harness your latent energy. No.
This, too, must be the will of causality.
The beginning of the end. Now then, let's keep our spirits high, so we can one day find that shining hope, dude. Moving forward is the only option. Let's fucking do it. I'm so ready.
Get the fuck up.
so evil!
Are you fucking kidding me? Jack, I didn't get one. There's 28 people here, and you gave it to 25, and I still didn't get one! Why? That's 3 times that there's been 28 people here, and you've done it, and I've not gotten one. What is with my RNG? God! Somehow I moved my muscles, stiff from fear and nerves, and awkwardly walked onto the escalator. For some reason, my breathing was short, and I was eventually struck by a feeling similar to dizziness. The moment all of us were inside Monokuma Rock, great. A rumbling sound filled the room, and the surrounding space began to fall. As it shook with a clatter, the elevator we were inside continued to drop. Throughout that drop, I was fluctuating between feeling hope and despair, as if my heart was a rotten fruit swelling in the sun before it finally goes squish. I suddenly stopped breathing. Dude, I'm so down for that, Ludo. Hell yes! Except that maybe don't hide an elevator inside that takes people to trials where they end up killing their friends. That part might not be good. I got one. Thank you, Jack. It wasn't one that I wanted, but I got one. Thank you. My consciousness began to fade from the pressure. I tried to endure that pressure by firmly standing on my legs, and after a while the elevator's vibrations gradually weakened. And then it stopped altogether. How many was that? How many 200s did you just do? Whoa. Okay, this place looks cool. 5, so that was another 10. Alright, so you're locking in Wolfenstein, I assume, yeah? So then I'll tell you what, Nick said to put whatever I wanted to play most, so, Molasses, put Nick's 5 to Splinter Cell, since Wolfenstein definitely doesn't need it. Wolfenstein's locked in, and what do you want to do with the remainder? Because I don't believe it took all of that, Jack. And you just let me, you let Molasses know, it's not my job right now. Aim! Defeat the boring routine!
So...
I've decided to start redecorating. How's it look? Mr. Monokuma's redecoration is awesome, isn't it?
Impossible!
It's not like I'd allow you to think otherwise anyway.
That
Leftover
is-
Super Mario Land 2, you got it. To go to the trouble of doing something this elaborate, really, what is your true intention?
No.
Nothing really. Essentially, this killing game is just to kill time anyway. To break away from my purpose. That alone is my purpose.
Lie.
A purpose is only going to be a weakness. Those who have purpose are always the weakest ones in the bunch. That's why you guys should forget about such cheap-ass purposes like trying to survive. And enjoy the class trial from the bottom of your hearts. It's starting. The class trial is starting. The ultimate photographer. She had an unyielding force of personality. She was actually very good at taking care of people. Most importantly, she was always straightforward. The person that killed her is among us. I don't want to believe it. I don't want to believe it. I don't want to believe it, but regardless, we need to find the answer. It doesn't matter if you believe it or not. Because it's the only way. Aside from finding out who the killer is, there's no other way for us to survive. And so, this life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, has begun. Oh yeah. And if you think we're stopping here, you're very wrong. Because we are absolutely. Hell yeah. All right, I'm gonna go back through everything real quick, and then we'll get started. Okay. Hang on. That's a clue. That's a hell of a clue. All right. Let's do it.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial.
Do I need this?
During the class trial, you will
No.
if you vote correctly, then only
No,
I'll
we
punish
know.
everyone besides.
We know.
Oh, no matter how many times I hear it, it's such a cruel rule.
Now then, let's first discuss the motive. That masterpiece of gaming, Twilight Syndrome murder case.
What? Who cares about that game?
The outcome of this trial should be determined by whether or not we find Mahiru's killer.
Nevertheless, we shouldn't ignore it. After all, that game is the motive this time.
Yeah, you're right. Then let's try discussing that first.
I'm sure everyone who's beaten the game already knows that it's based on an actual murder case.
Some of us have not beaten that game. Give us a detailed explanation.
It means Twilight Syndrome Murder Case is a non-fiction game. Additionally, some of us are characters in that game too.
Some of us are characters in a video game?
So, I think it's better if we clarify who the characters in the game are first.
The characters in the game were girl A, B, C, D, E, and boy F, and the high school girl who got killed at the beginning. By using the staff roll after clearing the game as a reference, I should be able to figure out who's who. The first character the player was able to control was girl A. Oh shit! It's actually gonna make me do shit. Okay, so girl A.
I see.
Girl A is probably
okay.
Mikan Tsumiki.
Shut up.
That timid tone. That definitely sounds like Girl A. Based on the list of names in the staff roll, I can't think of anyone else who would be Girl A.
Why am I in a video game? That's an infringement of my right to privacy. Ha! A nasty, trashy pig shit like you doesn't have any privacy rights.
Shut up.
Ah, a nasty, trashy pig shit. I feel like I heard that in the game too.
Hearing her say that is so funny.
Huh?
She's right. The one who said that was, yeah, the bitch.
I see.
Girl B was short and foul-mouthed. She's probably Hiyoko.
Short and foul-mouthed? That's like the complete opposite of me.
Anyway, let's move on. Next is Girl C.
Person I was hyper, energetic, and unique. Gee, I wonder who it could be.
I see.
Girl C is Ibuki.
Girl, see? Then I'll see you next Tuesday.
Nice. But it's Wednesday, so it literally couldn't be farther from today, which is pretty unfortunate.
Let's move on to Girl D.
Wow, just... There's only one person who always had a camera with them.
I see.
Girl D is Mahiru, the victim in this case.
Yeah, that's correct. Let's skip Girl E and talk about Guy F. I see.
Aren't you Guy F for Yuhiko?
I was in a game? That's fucking stupid. That reminds me. Wasn't there another person whose last name was also Kuzuryu? Another person? It was one of the names on the staff roll. The names were Sumiki, Koizumi, Sayonji, Miyoda, Sato, Kuzuryu, and then another Kuzuryu.
Hold on. Why do you keep saying there were two Kuzuryus?
Because there were two.
It's not like I'm wrong. That's how it's written on the staff roll. Since you beat the game, you probably know what this actually means, right?
Yep. The reason last name appears twice. To call me out like that. No, I can tell you're definitely someone I shouldn't mess with. The reason the last name appears twice is because he's just a bug.
I can prove it with this. In the game, Guy F, Kuzuryu, mentions that he has a little sister.
Ooh, that reaction.
What do you mean, little sister?
This is what Guy F said in the game.
That bitch. The hell did she do to my little sister?
It's pretty clear. There's no doubt that Guy F had a little sister. Plus, the sister actually appeared in the game. That's why the name Kuzuryu appeared twice.
By the way, what role did Guy F's little sister, the other Kuzuryu, play? You probably noticed, right?
I kind of feel bad for him being on the spot like this. I don't really want to say it myself, but I need to move the conversation forward. The only character in the game I can see being Fuyuhiko's little sister is...
I see!
The dead high school girl who was the first victim in the game is the only person I can think of.
That bitch. Girl E, was it? The hell did she do to my little sister?
Based on Guy F's tone in the game, it's clear that Girl E is not his little sister. So if the only person left is the dead high school girl, then she must be Fuyuhiko's sister.
Why do you sound so fucking happy? That's a winning personality you've got there.
Winning personality? Are you praising me?
Oh my god.
I was being sarcastic, dumbass.
Hey, you said the game is a work of non-fiction. That means Fuyuhiko's little sister is...
Yeah, I have a little sister. Something wrong with that? It's just a fucking game. Don't go mixing up some video game with reality.
It's not just a game. It's definitely based on true events. That's why it's the motive.
Don't go making shit up, bastard! If she was the type to die easily, I'd have fucking killed her myself a long time ago. I mean, when I first entered Hope Speak Academy, she was mouthing off to me as usual and sent me off.
Oh, your composure just dropped.
It happened just the other day.
About that, you're probably thinking like that because you've lost your memories.
Shut the fuck up! You be quiet!
I see. So you're never gonna accept that that game is based on true events, huh?
He's so angry.
Okay, I understand your attitude toward this class trial now.
Nagito, you seem to be doubting Fuyuhiko a lot. Do you suspect he's the killer?
A mystery that easy would make me feel sad. It wouldn't be good enough to serve as everyone's stepping stone. That's why I'd be much happier if Fuyuhiko wasn't the killer.
Okay, you're starting to act weird again.
Says the guy with his tongue sticking out like that.
Anyway, now we've established who all the characters in the game are.
Girl A is Mikan. Girl B is Hiyoko. Girl C is Ibuki. Girl D is Mahiru. Guy F is Fuyuhiko. And the first victim in the game, that dead high school girl, is Fuyuhiko's little sister.
That's just a story in a fucking game.
If so, then Girl E is Miss Sato.
Could it be? The same Miss Sato who likes white rice?
I don't know what Sato you're talking about, but I don't think she's relevant to this case.
Maybe it's related to Gundam's last name, since they're both really plain names.
Is that... What the heck is that wild connection?
Naka may be an ordinary family name, but it's far better than Sato or Suzuki.
And he also has a strange rivalry going on.
Hey, no one cares about that. Hurry up and talk about the mystery of the game.
Huh?
Which game?
What do you mean, mystery of the game?
My, you don't know. I heard that Girl E got killed.
What? No way! Is that true?
Getting killed is so violent, don't you know?
My, such awful times we live in. Why did this happen?
You guys are definitely friends.
So the mystery of the game is the murder of Girl E, correct?
Then let's hurry up and solve it. Let's first figure out why Girl E was killed.
Because she was the killer? Yeah.
I see.
The reason Girl E was killed is because she killed the first victim in the game.
Which means Girl E was killed as revenge for the dead high school girl.
Absolutely.
What do you think, Fuyuhiko? Apparently, Girl E was killed to avenge your little sister.
You're fucking persistent. I don't care what that game said at all. But is that true? Girl E. She killed the first victim?
God. Him losing his composure makes me feel so bad for him.
In order to make that clear, we need to know more about the case involving the first victim's murder.
It's the murder that occurred in the music room. I knew it would come up, so I prepared in advance. Look, I made a map of the music room's surroundings, which
Wow.
was the stage of the first case.
Okay.
I'm surprised you went to all this trouble.
Same.
Mapping is second nature to retro game fans.
I see what you did there.
Classic dungeon crawler RPGs have a first-person point of view, so mapping as you play is a basic.
We get it! Let's talk about that later so we can focus on the case.
Then, I'll start explaining.
Please do.
Girl A, Girl B, Girl C, and Girl D were at the entrance hall when they heard the sound of glass breaking. Immediately, they climbed the stairs to the second floor and headed to where they heard that sound.
I just noticed that, well, Byakuya has the X. Terra has a knife and fork because he's deep fried.
Girl E was in front of the music room on the second floor, and she confirmed that the sound came from in there. But the door to the music room was locked. So Girl D went to get the key from the office, and when the 5 of them were finally able to go inside, they found the victim's body, dead from a blow to the head. Because the music room's window was broken, the girls thought the killer escaped through there. The sound of breaking glass that they heard at the entrance hall seemed to confirm that. Plus, Girl E's school swimsuit was stolen, so they concluded that the escaped killer was some pervert. How does that sound?
Yep, an understandable explanation. Just as expected from the ultimate gamer who excels at clearing games.
But it wasn't a pervert, right? Wasn't the real killer Girl E?
Obviously. Girlie was waiting outside the music room for the other girls after she killed the first victim.
Did she lock the music room from the outside? Then she would have totally needed the key from the office.
Which means Girlie was hiding that key. We can assume she used it to lock the music room after she left it.
But Girl D was the one who went to the office to get the key to the music room, right?
By the way, since it was never mentioned in the game, we can exclude the possibility of there being a spare key.
You can lock the music room from the inside, right? So from there, Girlie broke the window and escaped, and sprinted to the front of the music room as fast as she could before the others arrived.
No way.
She would have passed by the entrance hall where the other girls were waiting if she tried to do that.
Exactly.
Then, forget this.
It's not cute to see an old guy sulk.
Oh.
Hey, is Girl E really the killer? We haven't reached an answer yet.
Based on the details of the game, it's no mistake that Girl E, who was waiting in the hallway, is the killer. Then what did Girl E do after killing the girl inside the music room? Guess I need to clear that up first. Okay. Okay.
After she killed the first victim in the music room, what did Girl E do?
She just broke the window in the music room and escaped outside.
So how did Girl E get from outside the school to the front of the music room?
To go back to the music room from outside, you need to go through the entrance hall. Plus, at the entrance hall, the other 4 girls should have been there.
At the entrance hall, the girls heard the sound of the window shattering.
How
they
was she
didn't-
able to get past those 4?
and wait in front of the music room.
She probably used a hidden passageway. Twilight's hidden passageway is the world's best!
What Girlie did after the murder in the music room. I need to find the clue that'll clarify that. Yep.
After she killed the first victim in the music room, what did Girl E do?
She just broke the window in the music room and escaped outside.
So how did Girl E get from outside the school to the front of the music room?
To go back to the music room from outside, you need to go through the entrance hall. Plus, at the entrance hall, the other 4 girls should have been there.
At the entrance hall, the girls heard the sound of the window shut.
No, that's wrong!
Good.
First of all, the sound the girls heard wasn't the window breaking.
If it wasn't the window, then what broke to make that sound?
A vase.
Vase? How low can you go?
After the murder, a broken vase was discovered in the classroom next to the music room.
So the sound of breaking glass that the 4 girls heard wasn't the music room's window. It was the sound of the vase breaking. Probably.
Actually, the murder was nearly finished by the time the 4 girls met in the entrance hall. Girl E killed the victim in the music room, broke the window, and went to the office to get the key. With that key, she locked the music room from the hallway, returned the key to the office, and went back to wait in front of the music room. All she had to do was break the vase in the next door classroom as the 4 girls met by the entrance hall.
To make them think the murder had just occurred and that the killer had just escaped.
So, when the 4 of them ran over after they heard the sound, Girl E acted like she had just rushed over too.
I see. Now the mystery has been solved.
Wait a minute! The mystery hasn't been solved yet! You haven't determined what the murder weapon was yet!
Murder weapon.
Who cares about the murder weapon? We found out who the killer was.
Not cool! I went to all the trouble of making this death march, so you gotta stick with it to the end!
What the heck? You're so annoying!
Fine, let's figure out the weapon. If this keeps up,
Oh my
I'm gonna
God.
feel like I need to shit.
Oh my god.
Which means I'll feel disgusting.
You're the disgusting one.
The weapon is pretty unconventional. The answer was revealed in the game, though. Now then, will you guys be able to figure it out?
An unconventional weapon that also appeared in the game. If we're told we can't advance as long as we don't make that clear, then I have to do it. I'll do it. What do you think the weapon is? I have no idea. Was I out of line just now? Now then, there's something I need to tell you regarding the white noise in the non-stop debates. Some lines of white noise are actually very durable. You won't always destroy them in one shot. Durable white noise will chip away every time you shoot them with a silencer. But unless you completely destroy them, your time will not be replenished. By the way, if your difficulty is set to gentle, it won't appear at all. Yeah, you get the gist, right? It appears the debate's getting tougher, so I've obtained some very useful information. I heard there's a guy named Gun something. Apparently he has a skill that can increase the power of the silencer. Gun something. I wonder who it is. Was I out of line just now? Well then, good luck and have fun. All right. Let's do it.
A weapon inside the music room, huh?
I mean, my initial thought was the fish
What about
tank.
broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
It's true.
Then the piano.
No.
Why are you going even bigger?
The investigation conducts universal chaos.
It's on that big a scale, too?
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death, it should have had blood stains.
Is there a weapon with bloodstains on it? She beat her to death with her fists!
No way. That's actually really, really clever, if that's right.
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even bigger?
The investigation conducts universal chaos.
It's on that big a scale, too?
How about beating her with gravel instead?
I agree with that.
So, I will admit that I never would have thought of that
I got it. The killer must have used gravel to attack the victim.
if not for something that I know about putting quarters into a sock and using that to hit someone. That's exactly what it's like. If I didn't know that that was a thing, I would never have thought of that.
My goodness. I got it right. And I was just throwing things out there. Just as I thought! I'm chosen by the gods!
You're not chosen at all, and gravel is impossible. It's too small to be a weapon.
Well, quarters is the most common. In this case, it could have been gravel.
What if the gravel was put inside some sort of bag?
Bag? What kind of bag?
If the weapon is something that appeared in the game, then so is the bag. And the only thing I can think of is the school swimsuit.
Would explain why it was missing.
If you tie the swimsuit like a bag and stuff it full of gravel, it'd make an effective weapon.
Gravel inside the swimsuit? Even the Ace Attorney would be astonished by such a fantastic idea! But for the killer, it's an idea that kills two birds with one stone. To make people think the killer is some pervert, it makes sense for a school swimsuit to be stolen. And if that swimsuit was used to make an improvised weapon, it'd have to be disposed of later.
How about it, Monokuma? Are you satisfied now?
This happiness you feel when the mystery you create is solved. Only producers know this feeling of ecstasy.
You know, I'm gonna count that.
But the real important talk begins now. Girl E had someone who can be called an accomplice. That person was actually Girl D.
Girl D. You're talking about Mahiru, right?
Huh? Mahiru is the accomplice? What is this? What does that mean?
The piece of face that became an important clue in the music room murder. Girl D got rid of it.
It's okay, I made sure to throw it away.
And apparently the reason Girl E committed murder in the first place was to protect Girl D. Girl D was being harassed by the victim. Girl E found out and tried to stop it, and they ended up getting into an argument.
And she felt a rush of anger and ended up killing her.
But she should have had a clear murderous intent. I mean, she choked her out and then bludgeoned her to death.
She probably made her unconscious by accident.
Whoops.
I somewhat
Almost like I don't like it right!
You can? That's pretty scary.
But Girl E was also killed by someone on the 4th day, or the game's last day. I might as well ask just in case. Who do you think killed Girl E? I see!
It should have been Guy F.
A scenario where Guy F murders Girl E out of a burning, hellfire desire to avenge his murdered sister.
But Guy F is...
What? It's just a story in a video game, isn't it? That's all you can say. If that game is telling the truth, it'd be a huge problem for you.
Hey, clear this up for me. Those of you who appeared as characters in the game, do you remember this incident?
That is... I'm terribly
Yeah,
Well,
shut
they
up.
don't remember. That's obvious. Because their school memories were like totally stolen.
Even if I don't remember, I already know. It's obvious that guy is the killer. No one would kill a nice person like Mahiru besides a piece of shit menace to society like Fuyuhiko. Girl E and Mahiru were killed by that guy.
Sure do talk a lot of shit. Well, I'm used to it by now.
But does Mahiru's murder have anything to do with that game? Perhaps the two are unrelated.
Nah, the game and the death are probably related. In actuality, there's an important shared point with Girl E and Mahiru's murder. Well, the fact they were both killed with a fucking bat?
I can prove it with this.
Okay.
I'm not sure the two events are unrelated. At the very least, the killer has definitely played the game. As proof, Mahiru, who was killed in the beach house, and Girl E, who was killed in the game, were both killed by a blow to the head with a metal bat. There's no way we can ignore that connection.
I feel bad for him too, yeah.
Someone must have wanted to split her head open the exact same way they avenged the first victim. Hey, why don't you confess already? You're the one who killed Mahiru, right?
You better cut that out right now! There is no way a stupid game could be the motive!
You're dumb enough to believe that stupid game, and that's why you killed her as revenge!
If you keep making up your mind like that, we're just going to go around in circles. And it's true Fuyuhiko may look suspicious. But don't you think that'd be too obvious?
What are you...
I mean, there's a possibility that it's a trap set by the true killer.
Mm-hmm.
Trap? What do you mean?
The true killer played that game, and most likely found out about the relationships between the characters. That person could be using that knowledge to try to set up Fuyuhiko.
Are you saying that a completely different killer murdered Mahiru and used the game motive as their cover?
Possibly.
Isn't that what happened, Hiyoko?
Huh?
Ooh.
Don't you understand? I'm saying you might be the true killer.
What is this? Like, I can only laugh. What are you even saying, you nasty toilet-clogging bitch?
Oh shit.
What are you saying, you four-eyed troll? Accusing me of killing Mahiru? You're so mean!
Why do you doubt Hiyoko? Do you know where Hiyoko was today? She was at the beach house, the scene of the crime.
But I didn't go to the beach house!
But yeah, you did. Oh, alright.
Squishing Mr. Ants all day!
Your footprints are on the beach. You totally went. I caught you in a lie, bitch!
What are you saying, you four-eyed troll? Accusing me of killing Mahiru? You're so mean!
Why do you doubt Hiyoko? Do you know where Hiyoko was today? She was at the beach house, the scene of the crime.
But I didn't go to the beach house!
No, that's wrong!
I got that really fast because it started me on the right bullet. I don't know that I would have gotten it as fast that way. I mean, I would have
You
got
should
it.
have been at the beach house, Hiyoko.
Yeah.
Seriously, I told you I didn't!
But these footprints in the sand in front of the beach house, aren't they yours?
I don't have such ugly footprints! They're probably Mikan's based on how ugly they are.
But we saw you running away from the diner, so.
Don't decide that based on ugliness!
Huh. They're not Hiyoko's footprints? That's strange. The footprint I collected from your room matches these footprints perfectly.
Collected? I never gave you permission to collect that, you nasty pedo!
Plus, the footprints left in the sand were facing away from the beach house. Which means, when the owner of these footprints went inside the beach house, they used a different entrance.
Yep.
A different entrance? Are you talking about the door facing the road that Mahiru's body was leaning against?
Are you saying when that person went inside the beach house, the body hadn't appeared yet?
The door was still accessible when they went in, and wasn't when they left.
Which means something happened in between those two events. Isn't that right, Hiyoko?
Ah! I remember now! I remember when I went to the beach house!
So you finally decided to confess.
I'm pretty sure you guys already know this,
but going for walks in the morning is my daily routine.
But didn't you just say you were squishing bugs all day?
I've never heard of that daily routine before. And that's when I went to the beach house. I went there on my morning walk.
I see. If you went there during your morning walk, that doesn't have anything to do with the case at all.
Don't believe her so easily, dumbass. She's obviously lying.
Yeah.
Huh?
It's a lie?
Yeah.
People who call other people liars are usually liars themselves.
Yeah, you're full of shit.
If you say I'm lying, prove it. Can you even prove that I'm lying?
Yeah, actually.
There's no way a bunch of worthless idiots like you guys would be able to do that.
Actually, I can. And it's not that hard to do. There it is.
I did go to the beach house, but only during my morning walk.
You know what? I'm gonna let it run.
I didn't go any other time.
Then you didn't meet up with Mahiru at the beach house?
Obviously not.
Supposed to have start double tapping
Saying I
everything.
met up with her when I never even saw her?
Oh, okay, that's a bad
Is this
decision. Never
panel
mind.
of idiots. I did go to the beach house, but only during my morning walk.
No, that's wrong.
Only during your morning walk, huh? Will you still claim that after you take a look at this letter?
I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. About what we discussed earlier. Is it okay if we change the place and time? I want you to come to the beach house on the second island, 2:30 p.m. Seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while. It would be bad if they started suspecting us for no reason. Hiyoko.
That letter! It's the one Mahiru had, right?
I see. So Hiyoko was able to arrange a meeting with Mahiru by exchanging letters with her.
What is that letter? I'm serious, I don't know.
Oh, snap! I remember now. I totally saw you.
Huh?
Yep,
Me
there
and
it is.
Hajime met up at the diner around 3 p.m. to go to the beach. I saw you about 30 minutes later, so it should have been around 3:30 p.m.
I see. So if she met Mahiru at 2:30 p.m., killed her, then ran away afterward, I think 3:30 p.m. is a reasonable time for you to have witnessed Hiyoko.
You're wrong! You're totally wrong!
Now that you mention it, you also passed by the diner, Fuyuhiko. So you should have seen Hiyoko too, right?
No, I didn't. It's just a coincidence that I passed by the diner. I wasn't even paying attention to the beach house. I went straight back to my cottage after I saw you guys. I didn't see anyone during that time.
For some reason, that sounds suspicious too.
It's the truth. Deal with it.
Just leave him alone. It'd be a waste of time to question him any further. Anyway, that letter in Kazuichi's testimony says it all. You were meeting up with Mahiru at the beach house.
Seriously, I don't know. I didn't even write that letter. I'm telling the truth. I really don't know. Is she really crying? Or is she faking it?
She's probably faking it.
We can assume she summoned Mahiru with the intention of killing her all along. That's why she wrote a letter to let her know where to meet, so the others wouldn't find out. And then you went ahead to the beach house, hid yourself in a specific place, and waited for Mahiru. There's evidence for that too.
The gummy in the closet. The only place I can think of where she was hiding is probably that place, right?
Here!
Ow.
The place where Hiyoko was hiding. Are you talking about the closet?
Yes, that's right. The gummy candy we found on the floor is the evidence. Hiyoko, your favorite candy is gummies, correct?
There's one thing I don't like. And I would like to voice my concern right now so that you guys can understand where my mental process is at. That gummy is yellow. The 4 flavors that the gummies can be based on what was in the wrapper, none of them would be yellow. which means it's probably the wrong brand. So, to me, that looks like a setup. Also, this seems too easy. Just saying. Obviously, don't confirm or deny anything, obviously. But, this is too easy, and that gummy seems a little out of place to me. Because it's the wrong color.
What's a gummy? I've never eaten something like that before.
I just gave you the benefit of the doubt, and you fucking lied to my face.
I have captured the true character of this mystery. Hiyoko, who summoned Mahiru to the beach house, hid inside the closet like a familiar. When she saw her chance, she attacked her like an evil spirit and left the beach house like a swift wind.
But Hiyoko miscalculated that Mahiru's body would be blocking the door at that time. Because of that, she was only able to leave from the beachside door and ended up leaving her footprints.
We have presented the proof! My 4 dark devas of destruction didn't even need to come out!
It's a trap! This is obviously someone's trap!
It's a trap.
Who's someone? Whose trap is it?
It must be that one person. You know, the one with the mask, maybe? The one with the mask?
Really?
There was a suspicious mask at the beach house, right? Whoever was wearing that could be the real killer.
You're the one who wore that mask and killed Mahiru, right?
There's no way I'd wear such a childish mask. Is your brain fried or something?
I mean, you're a kid, though.
That is right. It cannot be Hiyoko. That mask belongs to Sparkling Justice.
Huh? Sparkling what now?
That mask says it all. Sparkling Justice is hiding on this island. Which means the legendary serial killer Sparkling Justice is the one who killed Mahiru.
Why, you? If you continue to say such foolish things, I shall tear you limb from limb.
Don't blame Miss Sonia. It's just a difference between cultures. Culture shock, you know?
Hiyoko, why don't you just admit it already? You're being unreasonably stubborn.
It's all in your head. Oh, why can't you understand? I'm not the killer.
It's true that she is suspicious, but there's something strange. Something doesn't make sense. I can't help but feel like we're being directed by someone. Yellow gummy or gummy bag, either of those could be what I'm looking for.
I shall render my verdict upon this mystery's conclusion. Hiyoko is the sinner who killed Mahiru!
I'm telling you, it's a trap!
There's no doubt. You went to the beach house, right?
That is...
And weren't you also hiding in the closet? So that's when you dropped the gummy.
You waited for your chance to kill Mahiru. And afterward, you fled from the beach house.
At the time, the door facing the road was blocked by the body. So you were forced to flee from the beachside entrance.
And that's how you left your footprints.
Looks like everyone doubts her. Is that really okay?
I shall render my verdict upon this mystery's conclusion. Hiyoko is the sinner who killed Mahiru!
I'm telling you, it's a trap!
There's no doubt.
Actually, you know what?
You went to the beach house, right?
I think I know.
That is...
And weren't you also hiding in the closet? So that's when you dropped the gummy.
No, that's wrong.
See if I'm thinking right. Wouldn't there be a rapper?
About that gummy, did Hiyoko really drop it?
The only one childish enough to eat gummies is that midget over there.
You're a midget too, you know. You're the one who worries about never getting taller.
It's true Hiyoko likes to eat gummies, but she only eats a specific brand.
The brand of gummies you eat only have strawberry, melon, grape, and orange flavors, right?
Huh? But what about the lemon flavor? The gummy at the crime scene was yellow, so it obviously looked like it was lemon flavored. Huh? That gummy is yellow? It's not mine! The ones I eat don't have any yellow gummies!
What? That's right. None of the gummy bags in her cottage had any yellow ones.
Despite the fact that there's some yellow ones. I guess you could call it. No, those are yellow.
Then we can't assume Hiyoko is the one
Maybe
who
clear.
got that yellow gummy. See? Didn't I tell you? It's definitely a trap! Damn it! Who would set a trap like this? I'll get my revenge! I'm gonna bop you on the head with all my might!
Hold on, you little bitch! You think you're in the clear just because of a little gummy?
Whew.
Don't be stupid. I'm not done backing you into a corner yet.
Damn, dude. Okay, it's probably gonna be either the window or the autopsy report.
We're
That's
not
fair,
done
Jack.
with Hiyoko yet. There's still a huge piece of evidence left.
You're talking about the footprints near the beach house, right?
It's true, that's an important piece of evidence. And we can thank Mahiru for it!
What does that mean? Mahiru used her last ounce of strength and
No!
blocked the door to the road.
That's it, that's
Thanks
the
to
one.
her. We have the evidence we need.
That's the one.
That's wrong! I left those footprints during my morning walk!
That's the one.
We're not done with Hiyoko yet. There's still a huge piece of evidence left.
You're talking about the footprints near the beach house, right?
It's true, that's an important piece of evidence. And we can thank Mahiru for it!
What does that mean? Mahiru used her last ounce of strength and...
Got it.
No, that's wrong.
Mahiru didn't block the door. Her death was instant.
instant death?
According to my autopsy, yes, there's no doubt that Mahiru died instantly.
If you keep making shit up, I'll fucking kill you!
I'm sorry.
Ryuhiko, you cannot do that. Only a coward threatens women.
I'm pretty sure her death was instant, too. I mean, her injury was only a single blow. That's why Mahiru isn't the one who blocked the door. Someone else used her body to block it.
Someone else?
The killer, of course. They're the one who blocked the door with Mahiru's body. That's why there were bloody drag marks left on the floor.
But why did the killer block the door?
Just ask Hiyoko. She's the killer after all.
Have fun, Piano Man. We'll see you later tonight.
Seriously, that's not true! Let's assume Hiyoko is the killer. Wouldn't that mean she's also the one who dragged the body? If she handled a body that bloody, I think her clothes or skin would have been stained with blood.
Huh? But when I saw her, she was
No blood.
clean.
See? I told you I wasn't the killer! Yay! With this, my innocence has been proven!
I won't let you look down on me.
Uh-oh.
We haven't decided that yet.
Oh, shit.
Hey, Fuyuhiko, why do you keep insisting that Hiyoko is the killer?
Shut up! I'm telling you, she's the killer! That little bitch is definitely the killer!
Let's go. It's shower room or the window, one of the two. Well, it could be the bat, I guess.
Mahiru didn't block the door. Then Hiyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Hiyoko is the only killer I can think of.
Damn.
If Hiyoko moved the body, then she should be covered in blood.
So what, dumbass? There's a shower room inside the... After she moved the body, she just washed the fact that Hiyoko was at the beach can be proven by the footprints in the sand. Did you get all that, you bastard?
I jumped the gun hard. He hasn't really investigated the crime scene at the beach house. then I need to tell him he's wrong by using that piece of evidence.
So what, dumbass? There's a shower room inside the... After she moved the body, she just washed it off in the shower. The fact that
That's the
Hiyoko
one.
was at
That's
the
the
beach
one.
house can
Because
be proven by
there
the
was no blood in the
footprints
shower.
sand. Did you get all that, you bastard?
Yep, that's what it is.
So what, dumbass? There's a shower room inside the beach house. After she moved the body, she just washed it off in the shower.
Allow me to cut through those words.
Nice.
Now, washing it off in the shower is impossible because the shower in the beach house was out of order.
Out of order?
I'm terribly sorry. I haven't had any time to actually repair it.
Then maybe she took her clothes off to move the body, and when she was done, she put them back on.
No changing in the beach house.
Are you saying I did something that perverted?
That should be impossible. Oh, or that.
I see.
Listen to me, Fuyuhiko. Hiyoko mentioned this before.
I can't help it. I can't tie my kimono sash by myself.
Which means Hiyoko can't change by herself. It's impossible for her to put on and take off her clothes.
What?
Oh yeah, she couldn't even tie her sash on her own. That's why she couldn't take a bath and smelled bad.
I didn't smell, and it only smelled a little. Oh, wasn't changing inside the beach house prohibited in the first place?
Thank you.
Yes, if you broke the rules, I'm pretty sure Monokuma wouldn't have kept quiet.
Damn right! I'm such a stickler for the rules that even safari park rangers want nothing to do with me.
If she didn't change her clothes, then what did Hiyoko do with the blood that got on her?
Like I've been saying, the blood wasn't on me in the first place, because I never touched Mahiro's body.
Hey, if you think about it the other way around, does that mean whoever was covered in blood is suspicious? Cause if so, I believe Akane was soaked with blood when we all met up to go to the beach.
Didn't I tell you that was because I got beat up by Coach Nekomaru?
So if the coach can confirm her alibi, that's one thing. But also, if our ultimate nurse that treated her wounds noticed there wasn't actually a wound, I feel like that would have come up by now. We'll see.
I can attest to that. If I hadn't gotten that rough with her, she never would have backed down.
Doubting me, of all people. You got some nerve. All right, I'll bend your body in half so you're stuck in a bowing position for the rest of your life.
That actually sounds pretty cool!
The hell it does!
Hey, more importantly, I'm okay now, right? It's okay that I'm not the killer?
Yeah, seems like it.
See, I already told you. There's no way I'd kill Mahiru. 'Cause Mahiru taught me how to wear a kimono, and she was very, very kind. There's no way I would kill a nice person like her. Why wouldn't you believe me earlier? You guys are stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid!
I wonder how many times she said baka there in the Japanese version.
Hyoko, please don't cry. Everything is fine now, right? Shut the hell up, Pig Barf! I hope you get a hangnail and die!
Jesus!
I'm sorry for being Pig Barf.
More importantly, Fuyuhiko's behavior earlier was definitely strange, getting so worked up and accusing Hiyoko of being suspicious. Could it be... does he actually have something else in mind?
Hey, Hiyoko. Now that our suspicions have been addressed, can you tell us the truth?
Huh?
Even though you're not the killer, you still went to the beach house, right?
Like I said, it was a trap.
Yeah, I got that already, so... can you give us the details about that trap?
I would like to know too. It might lead to some kind of clue.
Fine. You want me to talk, huh?
Yeah.
Earlier this morning, Mahiru was the one who came up to me. She asked if we could meet up later.
Huh? But didn't you say earlier?
She never talked to me at all. What a surprise. Didn't expect you to ask me such an easy question.
Damn it! So that was a lie?
'Cause I thought it'd be doubted if I admitted it. So I figured it was better not to say anything.
So, what was your answer to Mahiru's invitation?
I told her it was fine. I mean, I didn't have a reason to say no. Unlike everyone else here, Mahiru was someone I wasn't embarrassed to be seen with.
You always have to say something snide.
At the time, we were supposed to meet around 2 p.m., but around noon, there was a letter inside my mailbox.
A letter?
Yeah, this one.
I was gonna tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. About what we discussed earlier. Is it okay if we change the place? I want you to come to the beach house on the second island. The time is still the same at 2 p.m. Seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while. It'll be bad if they start suspecting us for no reason. Mahiru.
I saw this letter and went to the beach house at that time.
The letter that she had, doesn't it clearly contradict other evidence? Yeah, it does.
I can prove it with this. This letter. Doesn't it look like its contents are different from the letter Mahiru had?
The time. At 2:30 p.m.
Mahiru's letter said to meet at 2:30 p.m. But in Hyoko's letter,
It says change the place, same time, 2 p.m.
Whoa! The meeting times are off.
Yep.
it's also strange that both letters wanted to change their meeting spot to the beach house. It would be plausible if one of them said it, but for both letters to say the same thing?
Hyoko, since you wrote it, what do you think?
Like I said, I never wrote the letter. How many times do I have to tell you?
It's safe to say a letter was forged by the killer, but which letter did the killer forge? Because it's a trap. Both.
I see! The killer must have forged both letters.
The killer forged them so they could manipulate their actions. Yeah, that's how we should think about it.
That seems very likely. In fact, if you compare both letters... Confirmed! Just as I assumed, the handwriting is the same. The content of the letters matches too.
Like this part. I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. This part. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. And this part. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while.
The killer forged both of those letters.
In doing so, they were able to control Hyoko and Mahiru to do their bidding, like a netherworld puppeteer.
So they completely tricked me. And then Mahiru's killer. How mean! Give me back Mahiru!
Really? This is really terrible. I've offered to help so many times. But the killer this time didn't discuss their plan with me at all. It's all my fault. I'm so ashamed of being unreliable.
Here we go again.
Yeah.
Once we let our guard down, this happens. We can just lightly punch him to death later.
Lightly.
So based on what the letter said, you went to the beach house at 2 p.m., right, Hyoko?
What's most important is what happened afterwards. What on earth happened there?
I fell asleep. Why'd you fall asleep? It's not like I wanted to. I think I was forced to get a whiff of some kind of medicine or something.
Medicine?
That medicine. Could it be? Did they get it from the drugstore?
Uh-oh.
I thought that place seemed unsafe. They even have prescription medicines laying out in the open.
Uh-oh.
If you were aware of that from the start, you should have done something about it.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry.
Uh-oh.
When I woke up, I was inside a small closet. And when I rushed out, I I saw Mahiru's body.
And that's why you ran out of the beach house in such a panic!
I was scared. I was really, really scared. Really scared that I couldn't help, but... The killer probably planned to frame Hiyoko from the start. And for that reason, they summoned Hiyoko before Mahiru, put her to sleep, and shoved her inside the closet.
So their reason for blocking the door with Mahiru's body was to make Hiyoko leave her footprints as evidence.
Everything was done to frame Hiyoko as the killer. That's horrible! I didn't do anything wrong, and I was framed by Mahiru's killer!
Hiyoko, please do not cry. We believe you.
Is it really okay to believe her so easily? She might be faking those tears, you know.
This'll never end if you keep being so suspicious.
Isn't that what a class trial is all about? The only way to survive is to be suspicious. This is where we go to thoroughly doubt each other. So if you believe in each other so easily, then there's definitely something wrong with you.
He makes somewhat of a point.
You're wrong, Fuyuhiko. We aren't supposed to doubt each other here. We're supposed to work together. The class trial is where we cooperate with each other, work hard, and aim for victory. The killer and everyone else. Two hopes attempting to grasp the one true hope. Two hopes clashing with each other is poetry in motion. That is what a class trial should be.
Seriously, which side are you on?
I'm on the side of the absolute hope that can overcome any despair. And I believe that absolute hope exists at the point where two hopes clash.
Your stance is neither white nor black, but gray. And you do not yearn for your life, or even for victory.
Jeez, I wish he'd just side with the enemy already so I can believe what he's saying!
Let's stop. Believing every little thing Nagito says is a waste of time.
Agreed.
Yeah, we need to figure out who Mahiru's killer is.
There should be a new clue contained in what Hiyoko has told us. So, let us believe Hyoko's words and discuss it once again with everyone.
Yup, yup! The debate proceeds when you assume you can believe each other. Good job! That's the right way! That's the splendid power of teamwork! Hey, what do you think of that, Monokuma? I'm not gonna let you have the outcome you want.
Hey.
Whoa! He's sleeping!
Wow.
Dumbasses. You bastards don't know anything. If you're stupid enough to trust each other, the only thing waiting for you is the bitter truth.
That may be true, but even so, we can't just stand around here all day. Even if what lies ahead is a cruel ending, the only thing we can do is move forward. Because unless we reveal who amongst us is Mahiru's true killer, there's no way we'll survive. Another break? That's weird that they have that, though.
Well now.
Yeah, climax. I'd like to present the answer right here, right now.
Hey!
You're gonna spoil who the killer is? If I reveal the answer before everyone's ready, they'll all be shocked. They'll all feel despair. You can't, that's a big no-no. But spoiling it right now is innovative, don't you think? The club president and I are powerless against innovation. Who's the club president? So without further ado, the answer is... You can't! Everyone please close your eyes and cover your ears!
Correct! You say Nanu in German when you're surprised.
I don't know what you're talking about, but somehow it feels wrong to me. Yeah, tell us. Okay. I would love to save, thank you.
I'm Monami, and my heart is throbbing like crazy right now. To think that the person who killed the wonderful Mahiru Koizumi is in this room. Impossible! Impossible! That's so impossible! There's no way I can believe that! Oh, I can't do anything. How annoying. But I'm just gonna believe in everyone. That's the least I can do. Everyone do your best. Don't lose to yourselves. And don't forget to save regularly.
Well, now that we've decided to believe Hiyoko, now what? If the killer was luring Hiyoko into a trap, then something that was used there might be a clue.
And if they knocked her out with medicine, that's a massive clue.
Do you mean the letter?
No, it was probably the gummy.
I mean, that too.
Huh? Candy can be a clue?
Yeah, it was the wrong flavor and brand.
Hey, when you woke up, was the gummy already there?
Now that you mention it, I feel like it wasn't.
Just as I thought.
Just as you thought?
If the killer planted evidence while Hiyoko was there, she would have thrown it away if she found it.
Which means the gummy was placed inside the closet after Hiyoko fled from the beach house?
The killer returned to the scene of the crime? After I left?
They wouldn't have to do something that troublesome as long as they hid somewhere within the beach house.
That's impossible! There's nowhere to hide!
I can think of 3 places you could hide.
I even glanced inside the shower room as I was running away, but there was nobody there!
Then, does that mean the killer came back?
I wonder. At any rate, the solution to that problem is connected to what really happened. That's what I think.
I want to play a new game. Is that what you're thinking? If so, we've prepared the perfect product for you. You will dive into your own brain and logically discern the mysterious answer from several questions. It's called the Logic Dive. During the Logic Dive, you will control a version of yourself created from an image within your brain. Your task is to reach the goal, the final destination of the Synapse course. You can move sideways with the mouse and accelerate with the control key. Press the right mouse button to brake and the left mouse button to jump. I'm sorry, what? There'll be various obstacles you encounter as you progress through the course, so make sure you're familiar with these controls so you can reach the goal. On your journey, you will take damage every time you fall into a gap or bump into walls. Also, upon reaching a certain point, there will be branching questions in the course. The answer is split into different paths, so please proceed down the path of the answer you think is correct. Branching questions will appear several times in one course. Please be careful. I highly recommend that you make good use of the brake. That's my meddlesome advice to you. If you press the escape key, you can check the controls. Good luck, have fun. Okay. If the killer tampered with evidence after Hiyoko ran away from the beach house, when did the killer arrive and depart from the beach house? Think. If I just focus and think about it, I'm sure I'll be able to find the answer. All right, I'm gonna do it. This is probably going to be super weird. Oh, what the shit? What the shit? Okay. Okay. This is fucking weird. When did the killer arrive at the beach house? Like for the first time or? Nah, for the first time it was before. Okay, this is actually really cool. It appears I chose the correct answer. Second question? Oh, or not. Okay. When did the killer leave the beach house? After. That's what I think. Hell yeah. This is dope. It's so weird. Where's the killer hiding? Oh. I don't think they went out to the beach. Nice. Rainbows!
It's all coming together. Do you think the killer might have been hiding?
You spent all that time thinking just to say something so pointless. How disappointing. Didn't I just say there was nowhere to hide? Do I have to explain it in another language so you can understand?
I mean, I keep thinking the trash can, but...
Her personality got a hell of a lot more forceful once she stopped being a suspect.
No, there should have been a place for them to hide. A place you didn't look, Hiyoko.
What are you saying? Stop being annoying or I'm gonna make Akane bop you on the head and shut you up for good!
I really don't want that to happen to me. I need to answer by any means. The place where the killer was hiding. The place where Hiyoko hasn't looked. No, now that I look at it, it's way too small. You checked there. It's too small. All this is open. Ooh, that's a stretch, but...
Here! The killer was probably hiding in the closet.
The closet? That's where I was locked up!
After you woke up, you said you rushed out of there, right? And you probably didn't look inside the closet very carefully.
Which would explain why the place was so trashed.
But could two people even hide in such a small place? And without Hiyoko knowing?
Yeah.
That's why the killer made sure to arrange a hiding place.
So good. So good. If the killer made sure to arrange a hiding place in advance, I can only think of one place. Well, again? But I mean, come on. It's right there.
Here!
What's up, Cody? How you doing?
What about the surfboard case in the closet? I'm pretty sure they could have hidden in there.
Huh? Inside the surfboard case?
Mm-hmm.
But the shelf it was on, it was pretty messy, don't you think? 2 surfboards were stacked on the top shelf. And there were surfboards that weren't even in a case.
Which would explain... I mean, that explains literally why. So that way someone can fit in the case.
The killer probably did that on purpose to secure a hiding place.
Exactly.
Because we haven't been on this island that long. So the closet shouldn't have been that messy, I think.
Then, the killer was close to me during that time?
Yeah, they were quietly holding their breath and hiding very close to you.
It's kind of like in for a penny, in for a pound, so to speak.
I know who did it. I just figured it out. I know who did it.
Don't you mean it's always darkest under the lighthouse?
I shouldn't say things I don't understand, like, so to speak.
Anyway, the killer hid silently, and after making sure Hiyoko left, they finally left the surfboard case.
I agree with that as well.
Seriously, nobody asked what you think.
There's no way the killer would leave Hiyoko by herself if they were trying to frame her. If Hiyoko was left alone and ruined the evidence the killer had planted, it would have messed up their plan. Instead, it makes more sense to think that the killer was hiding in the beach house, watching Hiyoko.
Saying whatever you want, even if you didn't ask. All right, if you don't want to friggin' get punched, just stand still and let me punch ya! Oh, you shut up. Then, grit your teeth.
Sorry, Akane. It's not like that. Hey, Monokuma. Can I ask you about something that seems strange to me?
I believe Prince Shotoku was from the future. A man from the future is always directing the flow of history.
What?
I'll listen to your story about men from the future some other time. As I recall, the body discovery announcement is made when 3 or more people discover a body, right? Is the killer also included among those 3 or more people?
Yeah, that's true, but, well, something like that is basically what it's supposed to be.
You don't sound very articulate.
Jeez! You're pretty annoying for noticing something like that! I know it sounds like an excuse, but the body discovery announcement isn't supposed to be used for deduction. It's intended to create a fair trial. It's supposed to let everyone know a body has been found.
So you're saying it's unfortunate that I used it for deduction? I understand your excuse, but depending on who actually found the body, it's possible that your 3 or more people rule could be deadly.
Well, as long as I keep things ambiguous, I can respond to situations with some flexibility.
It's true.
Flexibility, huh? So what about this time? Is it 3 people including the killer or not?
Jeez, fine. You want me to say it? It doesn't include the killer this time, okay? All done.
Which means 3 people other than the killer discovered Mahiru's body.
Okay.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. I just thought it was somewhat strange. More importantly, let's get back to our original topic.
You're the one who went on a tangent.
We were just saying the killer was hiding in the surfboard case, right?
And after Hyoko ran away, the killer got to enjoy the simple life of destroying evidence.
However, before we proceed any further, there's something we have to make clear. The killer blocked the roadside door with Mahiru's body before Hyoko ran away. But what about the blood?
Now that you mention it, that mystery hasn't been solved yet.
It's going to be all right. If you guys have come this far, I'm sure you can discover that answer too. Now, let's start the argument, shall we?
Oh no, please don't be the one where you absorb bullets. Please, I hated that. There's a point where you'll not be able to use the truth flashback. Okay, if you hold down the left mouse button, the shape of the reticle will change. If you aim at the remark's weak spot and keep it in that position, you'll be able to fuck! Exactly what it is. This memorized phrase can only be fired once as a single truth bullet. If you shoot or change to a different truth bullet, it will disappear from your cylinder. However, you can use this flashback feature as many times as you want. If you don't seem to have the answer to a lie or mistake in your available truth bullets, it might be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use that to make your case. When's the best time to flashback? Well, you just have to trust your keen wits, won't you? By the way, you will not be able to agree with anyone while you're using the truth flashback. Please remember that it's only effective when refuting points. Good luck, have fun. Alright. So that's obviously not the right thing to use.
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible.
They didn't have to use the shower. Oh, what about the wetsuits in the closet?
See, that was my thought.
Maybe they wore one when they moved the body. If they used something other than the shower...
What did they do with the bloody wetsuit?
They cut it up and whoosh.
As someone who flushes their shit every morning, I can declare it would definitely clog the toilet.
Maybe it's the other way around? Perhaps someone other than the killer moved the body?
Maybe they were able to wash it off.
Sorry. If I use that person's opinion, I might be able to break through the contradiction.
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
I got really distracted there, I'm sorry.
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible.
They didn't have to use the shower.
Oh, what about the wetsuits in the closet? Maybe they wore one when they moved the body.
If they used something other than the shower...
What did they do with the bloody wetsuit?
They cut it up and whoosh.
As someone who flushes their shit every morning, I can declare it would definitely clog the toilet.
Maybe it's the other way around? Perhaps someone other than the killer moved the body?
Maybe they were able to wash it off.
Why do you always? Oh, I didn't catch that. No. I don't know.
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible.
They didn't have to use the shower.
Oh, what about the wetsuits in the closet? Maybe they wore one when they moved the body.
If they used something other than the shower...
What did they do with the bloody
I got it.
wetsuit?
I got it.
They cut it up and whoosh.
As someone who flushes their shit every morning, I can declare it would definitely clog the toilet.
Maybe it's the other way around?
I love that color green, by the way.
Perhaps someone other than the killer moved the body?
Maybe
You
they
mean it's a
were able
cult's
to wash it
fault?
off.
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been... No, that's
Got it.
wrong!
Yeah, like a seafoam mint green. Yeah, exactly. It's good shit.
If they just needed to wash off the blood, they didn't necessarily have to use the shower. They could have just as easily used something else.
Something other than the shower. Like what?
Something other than the shower is used to wash off the blood. Oh.
I see!
That's clever.
Drinks inside the refrigerator. Couldn't the killer have used those to wash off the blood?
I've seen through it.
Whoa. Didn't expect this from
In
you.
theory, then, that's impossible.
Why?
Try to remember the refrigerator carefully, and then you will understand that there's no possible way the drinks in the refrigerator were used.
Why? Oh shit. Just gotta be a trash can. It's the only thing here that even remotely makes sense. I'm ready. Let's go.
It's true there were drinks. In the beach house roof, however, try thinking one bottle drink, it wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood.
Well, there was multiple. Damn. The tone of her voice is so threatening it might cut me. We're nearing the moment where our fates will be decided.
It's true there were drinks in the beach house refrigerator. However, try one bottle, it wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood.
I can't back down! We can't assume they used just one drink. They could have used a bunch of them to wash it off.
Didn't I say it was impossible? There were no water bottles in the refrigerator. There were only flavored drinks. If you use those to wash blood, the blood won't come off and your body it will leave an aromatic smell too. Especially if you used a lot, that alone would raise suspicion.
Could it be that first allegation was intended to lead to this outcome? Should have evidence to use against her in an argument now.
Didn't I say it was impossible?
I do.
There were no water bottles in the refrigerator.
Allow me to cut through those words!
Ugh.
Oh, there were water bottles inside the refrigerator.
How many times do I have to tell you? There were no water bottles in there whatsoever.
That was after the incident, right? But before the incident, there were water bottles in the fridge. And the killer took all of those water bottles and used them to wash the blood off their body.
So you're saying the water bottles were gone? Because they were all used?
Mm-hmm.
That's a logical fallacy.
It's not a fallacy. There should have been evidence inside the trash can. Evidence like a lot of thrown away plastic water bottles. Isn't that right, Chiaki?
Ah, you're right. These bottles look like they may have been filled with water.
Well, now that you mention it, when I went to the beach house a few days ago, I feel like I drank one of those plastic water bottles.
You actually drank the bottle? That's impressive.
Huh? You should have said so sooner. Then, the plastic water bottles were used in place of a shower.
Dousing your body with lots of water bottles is such a simple and easy to understand explanation.
Hold on a sec. Now that I think about it, if they soaked their entire body with a bunch of plastic water bottles, If they did that, that person would be...
It seems you've realized who the killer is. See? Just as I thought.
Hold on. You know who the killer is?
Is that true?
Uh-oh.
Let me ask. Who might that be?
Uh-oh! If the killer used plastic water bottles to wash off the blood that splattered onto them, that killer, it must be that person. I don't want it to be! She was the only one that was wet. She was the only one that was wet!
You're the only one! Pecco, is it you?
Hi, Cheese.
Hey, what are you being quiet for? They're accusing you of being the killer.
Then I should ask you this. Why do you believe I'm the killer?
I remember when we were all meeting up to go to the beach. Your appearance when you came to the diner.
Why are you two here? Aren't you breathing pretty heavily? Let's do a little swimming.
If the killer really did wash the blood off with water bombs, they'd have to drench their entire body.
Fuck me.
But there were no towels in the beach house, and it would have taken a while for the water to fully air dry. So you said you went swimming so you'd have a cover story.
Don't just stay silent! Say something! Hold on, you bastard! You saw her at the diner! You never saw her near the beach house, right? So maybe she really was swimming!
No one even saw her swimming.
No. I saw her.
Did you?
Huh?
After I ran into you bastards at the diner, I crossed paths with her on my way home. So there's no doubt. She would have arrived at the diner from the opposite direction of the beach house.
Hold on, that's strange. Didn't you just say this earlier?
It's just a coincidence that I passed by the diner. I didn't even pay attention to the beach house. I went straight back to the hotel after I saw you guys. I didn't see anyone during that time.
You told me you didn't see anyone. Don't try to tell me you forgot about that.
Not so fast! It's too soon to decide she's a killer!
Why are you defending her?
We haven't established how the killer was able to leave the beach house!
Now that you mention it, you're right.
Oh no.
The roadside door was blocked. And if it's impossible to leave from the beachside without leaving footprints, then how the fuck did the killer escape?
Why are you all fired up, Fuyuhiko? You're not the suspect. Pecco is.
I get it.
Who cares about that?
Fuck.
And...
We might have an answer.
Huh?
I know why he's... Oh no.
Do you really? This mystery seems unsolvable.
Well, if Pecco is the killer, then I might just have an answer to that mystery.
I see. Then let's hear this alleged method of escaping the beach house.
First, let's establish how the killer escaped.
Yep. The only possible thing I can think of is...
I see!
If the roadside and beachside doors aren't an option, the only other thing I can think of is... Well, nothing really. Except that small window in the shower room.
Huh. Don't you know how high that window is? There's no way Pecco could have reached it.
But what if, for instance, she got help from someone?
She might have reached it by riding someone's shoulders, but then that person would have been left behind.
Is it possible an object was used? A rope, for instance?
And what happened to the rope after they used it? And don't say something stupid like they threw it outside.
Of course not! That would violate the school trip rule!
That's very true. No littering.
Littering is prohibited. Even if it might be evidence, rules are still rules.
You see? There's no way they'd be able to escape from that window.
No, they just have to use an object.
Chiaki, don't fall asleep on us! We just said they couldn't use an object!
You did? I thought you were saying they couldn't dispose of an object. I see. You don't have to throw it away if you can just hide it somewhere on your body. Huh? Pekka was wearing a swimsuit, remember? Where would she even hide an object? And if you say she hid it in her special place, I'll stab you in yours!
Wow.
No! Please don't be violent!
Holy shit. Even if the killer used an object to escape out of the window, they wouldn't have been able to get rid of it. So the only thing I can think of is the killer must have hid it somewhere. Let's see if I'm right. I am. Damn. Whoops. Completely. Oh, fuck me. Clicked the wrong one. There we go. Could you just give me the right letter, please?
I got it!
Peko, you carry that bamboo sword on your back at all times, right? If I recall correctly, you had it then too. Despite the fact that you had a swimsuit on, you were still wearing your bamboo sword.
Are you saying she used that bamboo sword to escape through the window?
It'd be hard, but you could.
Peko used that bamboo sword as a step stool and escaped out the window.
Sword as a step stool? You see? I knew it! I knew it was a ninja! Didn't I tell ya? A ninja could have climbed that easily! Ninjas know a climbing trick where they lean their sword against a wall and use the handguard as a step stool.
Wow! Just like a Japanese ninja!
Miss Sonia, ninjas only exist in Japan.
Well, it is a bamboo sword, but I'm sure a slender girl like Peko could easily use it to climb.
Well, Peko, do you have anything to say?
Oh shit. Time has come once again for the Panic Talk action. Let's talk a little bit about Fever Time and Nega Time. From this point on, you'll be able to use Fever Time by pressing the space key. When Fever Time is activated, the tempo will be pushed to its max, but that's not all. You won't miss. By pressing the left mouse button when applicable, you can destroy your opponent's verbal assault, but only until your focus gauge runs out, so make the best possible use of your time. Of course, you're not the only one who can get the upper hand. There's something called Nega Time your opponent can use too. If your opponent activates... If my opponent activates Nega Time, your tempo marker will disappear, making it quite a bit difficult to press the buttons in rhythm. So in that case, please time the rhythm not with your eyes, but with your ears and your passionate heart. If you can't clear it, you can always change the difficulty. I'm not going to tell them I'm not going to tell them they have to redo the class trial for the chapter if they do that. Well then, good luck and have fun.
Hold on a sec, you bastard! You're saying she used her sword as a step stool and went out the fucking window? Then what? It would have been left in the shower room and she wouldn't have been able to recover it, dumbass.
Fuyuhiko, why do you even care?
Shut up! Just shut the fuck up and answer me! If you have an answer, then fucking give it to me! If she used the bamboo sword as a step stool, it would have been left behind!
Why are you... I have to remember how this shit works.
Got proof, you bastard? That's obviously impossible! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! Got proof, you bastard? Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! Got proof, you bastard? That's
Dude,
obviously
so fast. Holy shit.
impossible! Bastard! Got proof, you bastard? I'll sell your fucking organs! You're pissing me off! You're pissing me off!
That's like the worst thing.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Got proof, you bastard? That's
This is the worst thing, is that it's off.
impossible. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! If she used the bamboo sword as a step stool, it would have been left behind!
This is the end! If she used her bamboo sword as a step stool, she could have recovered it with her sword back.
It's like trying to play Rock Band with delay. Like with the, how you have to calibrate it. It's like, it's very off. It was like that in the first game too. Even if you do it right on with the music, it's off and you fuck up. You don't, Puggle. Sorry, you'll have to wait a little bit.
When she leaned her sword against the wall to use as a step stool, she tied her sword back to it. And after she climbed up to the window, as long as she hauled the bag up toward her, she would have been able to recover her bamboo sword.
I see. Not just the bamboo sword, but even the sword bag, too. She used them both to escape. Akane said she's like a ninja, but it's nothing as silly as that. Simply put, only Peko could have performed this feat. An escape plan befitting of the ultimate swordswoman. Even so, how disappointing. If you'd only let me work with you, it would have been an even greater plan.
Oh, you just back off!
Is it true? Did you really kill Mahiru?
Hold on! You're just making assumptions! You don't have any proof. I won't accept this unless there's proof! Got it, you bastard?
It's fine.
Huh?
I said it's fine. Saying anything more would just be an exercise in futility.
She admitted it just now, right? She admitted she's the murderer, right? But is this right? Even though Fuyuhiko was the one arguing with us, Peko just admitted it so freely.
Among flowers, the cherry blossom. Among men, the samurai. I commend your decisiveness, at least. Very well. If you admit it, this ends now. Let's cast our votes.
Agreed. Hurry up and vote.
Hold on. Let me confirm one thing first.
Can it wait until after the voting?
No!
This is important, and it relates to the voting. It's about Peko's motive.
My motive?
In the end, you had no connection to the events depicted in Twilight Syndrome murder case, right? Then, why did you kill Mahiru?
So it's about that. Let's see. If I must answer that question, I must say it was for the sake of justice.
Justice?
In order to protect the justice of this world.
I don't like that. I don't like that look. What?
I do not sully my hands to satisfy personal grudges. There is only one reason I kill. For the sake of protecting justice.
What are you saying?
Justice is what makes humans human. It's a virtue that human beings should be proud of. Justice is the eternal sun and the enduring moon, the protective father and the smiling mother.
Hello! Earth to Pecco!
If justice ever disappeared from this world, the world would immediately freeze and people's smiles would vanish. I will not allow that.
It's fine, just stop it!
Justice must always be there to guide us, to shine bright above our heads.
Okay, got it.
I'm telling you to stop it!
So I must fight. I must continue to fight to protect justice.
Could she be?
As the light of justice shines upon my mask, I expose the hearts of malevolent evil.
Wow.
Justice complete.
Yep.
The center of justice that is pierced by justice. The lead star of justice that shines in the night sky. That would be me. Sparkling justice. Now then, let's execute justice.
What? What the fuck?
Pecco, what are you doing?
I am sparkling justice. In the name of sparkling, shining justice, I have come to deliver justice.
What's going on? What's this chill?
Pecco finally snapped! Everyone, please be careful. Sparkling Justice is a serial killer who claims to be an ally of justice. Clad in her various hero masks, she is a serial killer who exclusively targets other criminals. She is supposed to be... but... huh?
An ally of justice? So that's why you're wearing a mask.
This mask is the dividing line. Just like various items, the sun is revered because it lies just beyond your grasp. Justice should also be the same.
I don't get it, but this is becoming really crazy.
What the fuck is this? Pecco is the killer? Why is it turning out like this?
This is turning out to be a surprising turn of events.
Uh-huh.
Hey! Now's not the time for you to be sleeping. Take a look. It's a killer.
This again?
Huh? Sleep talking?
So what's your answer to my previous question? Why did you kill Mahiru?
This world must always be bathed in the light of justice. I must not allow even one shadow. Evil must be eliminated immediately. No matter what, I must not overlook evil.
Evil? Are you saying Mahiru is...
If you knew about that incident, then you must have played the game. Am I right?
No.
And because of that, I was able to find the killer's accomplice hiding on this island like a sewer rat.
I know what you did, and I know why Fuyuhiko was trying to...
The reason you killed Mahiru was...
Yep.
To protect justice, of course.
Okay, that is a Sailor Moon pose if I've ever fucking seen one.
In order to protect justice, I have become its merciless sword and executed justice.
Holy crap! She's such a stereotypical psychopath!
She's so gross!
Pecco, is this your true identity?
My true identity? I have already forgotten who I am. It just shows my determination. My determination to protect by throwing away what's most important. I'm willing to become anybody to shower this world with justice.
Oh, I can't stand this anymore! Let's just end this farce already!
End it? He's right. We need to end this already. The killer, in the end, there's no mistake, it was Pecco all along.
Let's go over this incident one more time and then let's end this.
Shit. No, that's... Okay. No? Oh, this is where. Okay. That matches that, so that's a bad one. Okay. Okay. Is there any others back here? Yes. Okay. Okay.
Here's everything that happened in this case. The incident began this morning when Mahiru spoke to Hyoko. Mahiru most likely played Twilight Syndrome murder case, the video game provided to us as the motive. She probably wanted to discuss it with someone else who also appeared in the game as a character. Hyoko accepted Mahiru's invitation, and they promised to have a more detailed conversation about it later. However, someone else overheard their exchange, the killer. The killer eavesdropped on their conversation and used their promise to devise a specific murder plan. By preparing a specific item, they planned to manipulate the two's actions.
The letters.
That item was the letters. They sent fake letters to both Mahiru and Hyoko. The letter Mahiru received told her to come to the beach house at 2:30 p.m. And the letter Hyoko received told her to come to the beach house at exactly 2 p.m. By providing different times, the killer was able to lure them to the beach house separately. Hyoko totally trusted that letter, showed up at the beach house at 2 p.m., just like it said. and was drugged into unconsciousness by the killer lying in wait. After putting Hiyoko to sleep, the killer immediately hid her inside the closet, so they could frame her as the killer later. At 2:30 p.m., Mahiru arrived at the beach house. She was completely unaware that she had been targeted for murder. Approaching her from behind, the killer struck the defenseless Mahiru with a specific weapon, the metal bat that was left at the scene of the crime. The bat was brought down onto the back of Mahiru's head, and with that, she took her last breath. According to Mikan's autopsy, Mahiru died instantly, so she probably never knew who killed her. With that, the killer achieved their goal of killing Mahiru and began to tamper with the crime scene. They dragged Mahiru's body so that it blocked the door leading to the road. Also, the mask found at the scene of the crime was something the killer personally left. I'm not really sure why. My guess is it's something similar to a calling card.
Yep, agreed.
That's how the crime scene we discovered was created. However, by moving Mahiru's body, the killer got blood splatter on them. Plus, the shower room had no water because it was out of order, so they couldn't wash it off. But the killer expected something like that to happen. Instead of the shower, the killer used something else to wash the blood off their body. They used plastic water bottles that were inside the beach house refrigerator. We can assume they carried the bottles to the shower room before the sequence of events had happened. In place of showering, they washed the blood off their body with water bottles instead. However, they had no choice but to dispose of the empty bottles in the beach house's trash can.
Because no littering.
Littering is against the rules, and it would have taken too much time to throw them away somewhere else. After the killer washed off the blood, they hid in a specific spot inside the closet Hiyoko was in. The killer hid inside the surfboard case that they had already emptied beforehand. After some time had passed, the sleeping drug used on Hiyoko wore off, and she woke up. I can imagine how badly Hiyoko must have panicked when she came out of the closet. I mean, she made plans to see Mahiru, who lay dead right in front of her. From the shock and panic of being considered a murder suspect, Hiyoko fled from the beach house. Because of that, she left footprints in the sand. Everything was a trap set by the killer to frame her.
Yep.
After Hiyoko left, the killer finally came out of the surfboard case and placed a gummy that they brought with them to shift our suspicion toward Hiyoko. Ironically, placing that gummy is what helped clear our suspicion toward Hiyoko. Finally, the killer began preparing to escape from the beach house. They couldn't risk leaving their footprints in the sand, so they escaped the beach house using a different route, the small window in the shower room. However, that window is rather high up and can't be reached easily, which is why the killer used the bamboo sword they always carry with them. The killer took the bamboo sword out of its bag, tied the bag to the sword's handle, and used the sword as a step stool to reach the small window while holding the sword bag in their hand. As long as they're able to reach the window, all they had to do was pull the bag to retrieve the sword. And so the killer left the beach house and appeared before us as if nothing had happened. But their wet hair and swimsuit didn't dry right away. There also weren't any towels at the beach house. So when the killer met up with us, they said they had been swimming for a while as an excuse. So how about it? This is the truth behind the incident you caused. Isn't that right, Peko Pekoyama?
I see. And what of it?
She's like, totally cool with it.
I haven't done anything to be ashamed of.
What are you saying? You killed Mahiru!
Wrong! I punished evil in the name of justice. That's no reason to condemn me.
Whatever. Let's hurry up and vote so we can freaking kill this weird, crazy bitch!
There's no way you can kill me. Justice can never be killed. You should all know that as well.
I think Monokuma might have some words about that.
What are you saying?
To protect what's most important to you, you must be prepared to throw away something equally important. Understand? I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Then I shall be direct. Justice must carry on in order to keep justice. To keep me alive, you all must give up your lives.
Wow.
Are you serious?
It's not serious. It's justice. If I fall here, who will combat the evils of this world?
Wow.
Now, follow your hearts of justice that reside within you all, and save my life to protect justice. Hurry and carry on justice.
Give me a break! Who's gonna die for you?
If we let Peko go, we're all gonna get killed! For the sake of grand justice, a few sacrifices are unavoidable.
Why do I gotta pick the crazy ones?
A few sacrifices? That's... Don't worry. The justice that you give your life to protect will never go to waste.
I can't stand her anymore. Let's vote already and execute her.
However, before we do that...
Monokuma, the vote! Hurry up and let us vote already!
I'm awake!
Ah, he finally woke up.
I've heard your story. Well, I wasn't listening, but who cares? Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Such heart-pounding excitement!
Rip.
Pardon me, can we please have a little more time?
What?
Pardon me. Can we have a little bit more time? Please let us continue our discussion.
Continue our discussion? But isn't the voting over?
Yes, but I cannot help but feel strange. Something about this is definitely strange.
What?
Strange? What do you mean? There's no doubt that Peko is the killer.
That is true. However...
As a serial killer enthusiast, you're wondering if Peko is really sparkling justice, am I right?
Huh?
Hey, Miss Sonia isn't a serial killer enthusiast. She just has a little more passion about them than most.
I'm slap you.
That makes her an enthusiast.
Honestly, it felt strange to me too. I mean, there's a distinct difference between what we know about sparkling justice and Peko, right?
Distinct difference?
You know, Sonia describes sparkling justice like this.
Justice complete! The center of justice that is pierced by justice! The lead star of justice that shines in the night sky! That would be me! Sparkling Justice!
That is Sparkling Justice's catchphrase. An unknown serial killer has a catchphrase? Read it in a magazine in the library. There's only ever been one person, a journalist, who has interviewed Sparkling Justice. The article was written in their native language, so I tried translating it.
I see!
That's right. According to what Sonia said,
The article was written in their native language, so I tried to translate it.
if she had to translate it, that means it wasn't written in English, right?
Huh? Yes, the magazine I read was written in Spanish.
Oh,
So,
I wasn't expecting
Sparkling
Spanish.
Justice's catchphrase was no doubt written in Spanish as well. Which means the journalist and Sparkling Justice are both...
From Spain?
What?
All this time, I completely misunderstood. When I first heard about those serial killers, Genocide Jack and Sparkling Justice, I just assumed both were from the same country. But that wasn't the case. If so...
Pecco, you're not Sparkling Justice. There's no way that's possible.
Or, if you insist that you're Sparkling Justice, can you try saying that catchphrase in Spanish?
Would you be able to do that?
Ooh.
It appears that the time has come for this mask to come off. However, that's perfectly fine. It's no longer necessary. And even if you find out now, it's too late for you all to do anything about it.
God damn it, Treble.
My duty has already been finished. My duty as a tool has already been completed in full.
Fuyuhiko.
Uh-huh? Looks like she's back to normal?
That mask has fulfilled its purpose, just as I have.
What do you mean? Fulfilled its purpose? Too late? What are you getting at?
Now that you've already cast your votes, is what it means.
Hey, be clearer! We're asking you what your purpose was.
I have no purpose. I am just a mere tool.
Tool? What do you mean?
She called herself a tool, which means someone else used her then?
Of course. A tool cannot do anything on its own.
I see. I finally understand. Well, I did have a sneaking suspicion all along.
What do you mean?
I mean, besides Pecco and Hiyoko, someone else was also at the beach house.
Yep.
Someone else?
There is proof that establishes that fact. Try to remember it.
The proof there was one more person at the scene of the crime?
I see!
Are you talking about the body discovery announcement?
Yep, that's right. I mean, didn't Monokuma say so earlier?
Yep. So about this time, is it 3 people including the killer or not? Doesn't include the killer this time.
That announcement is made when at least 3 people discover a body. And in this particular case, the killer, Pecco, is not one of those 3. If that's the case, it would mean only Hiyoko and Kazuichi discovered the body, but...
I see. That leaves us one person short.
So that means there was one more person in the beach house.
Plus, the fact that Monokuma tried to hide that truth from us by being flexible with his own rules. That's such a vital clue that it could alter the outcome of the trial. Like an accomplice, for example.
No, that's not it.
Huh? Am I wrong?
Yes, from your basic way of thinking about it, you are wrong. Didn't I tell you? I'm just a tool. That means I'm just a simple tool to be used by that person.
Pat?
Therefore, that person would have the strongest motive out of anybody else here, right?
You're the only one! Is it Fuyuhiko?
Yep.
I see. Now I finally see the connection. The connection between the motive and the incident.
But even if it's the motive, it's just a game, right? There's no reason to believe it's even true. Would you call a game like that a strong motive?
Yeah. No, the events that occurred in the game should have definitely occurred in real life. There's overwhelming proof of that, too.
I can prove it with this! I didn't think it was necessary to confirm it if it didn't have anything to do with Mahiru's murder, but there's no doubt that game is based on actual events. That much is clear if you saw the ending prize. The photos awarded for beating the game are not actual in-game screenshots. They're all actual photos, with the surrounding scenery cropped out. knew all along, Fuyuhiko. Didn't you?
Because we saw you with the envelope.
You knew whether or not the first victim in the game was actually your little sister, right? Because whoever beat the game first received the ending prize.
There it is.
It was the envelope, right? The person who received the ending prize. It was you, wasn't it?
If you were shown a photograph of your sister's dead body, you'd have no choice but to believe it. Even so, you wanted to deny the truth. That's why you sent those photos to Mahiru to confirm it.
Hey! Why are we talking about Fuyuhiko? Who cares? 'Cause Peko is the killer, right? But we already voted!
That's why I told you. You're all too late. As I said before, I exist as nothing more than a tool. I had no motive for killing Mahiru. No reason to kill. Not even the will to kill. I was simply used as a tool. As long as I am a tool, I cannot defy my orders.
Hey! What's going on? Can anyone give me a simpler explanation?
You would be the person to say that.
It means I'm not the killer. The true killer, who used me as their weapon to kill Mahiru Koizumi, was Fuyuhiko Kuzuryu.
What?
What the hell?
I see. That's what you were aiming for all along.
No, I have no aim. But my young master does. My young master planned this from the start.
Holy shit.
Young master?
That is the truth of this case. I'm sure you realize it by now, but it's too late. You cannot undo the vote.
That's a problem. If Peko's allegation holds up, that means our vote was incorrect.
This is complicated because it's like hiring a hitman to kill someone. It's like the hitman's the one that actually commits the murder, but the conspiracy for the murder lies with the person that actually ordered the hit.
In that case, the person who gets to live is...
Just... me?
That's nuts! No matter how you look at it, that's completely insane!
How would Peko be a tool in the first place? Peko is a legitimate human being!
That's not for you to decide. It's for Monokuma. The votes have been cast. All we can do now is wait and see what Monokuma decides.
What the hell?
Ooh. Nice.
I'm in a bind. And what a bind it is. I guess for now, let's take a quick recess. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Although there were some twists and turns along the way, the one who killed my hero is... No, wait, hang on a second. Okay, oh,
Sorry.
wait. So sorry, I'm just hesitating.
Hey!
There's no need to hesitate. No matter how you look at it, Peko's the killer. Why?
Hey!
Why? Well, it's obviously, you're not a tool, you're a friggin' human being.
Well,
If I'm a human, then I'm not a tool. If that's what you're saying, you're wrong.
you just don't know.
You just don't know there are people who only exist to be tools. People such as myself.
Hey,
What does she mean, Fuyuhiko? Peko and I grew up together. Are you two childhood friends then?
No.
No. Right after I was born and abandoned by my parents, the Kuzuryu clan took me in.
I am nothing
They
but
gave me a
tool.
reason to exist. I am to fulfill my duty as my young master's property.
What?
Jesus. It means she's a hitman, arranged by my clan to work directly under me.
If my young master is attacked, I must defend him as his shield. If he intends to kill, I must be his sword. That is my only reason for living. Before I am human, I am my young master's tool, first and foremost. Until this body of mine can no longer move, I shall fulfill my duty until the very end.
Damn.
That is...
You're wrong. You're not a tool, Pecco. Because if you are a tool, then what was all that time we spent together?
Nothing.
Huh?
I was ordered by my young master to behave, just as I was ordered to interact with you all. Damn! Oh! Our professional relationship doesn't exist on this island. We're just fellow high school students now. Right after we arrived on this island, that is what my young master ordered me to do.
You fiend.
That's why you were hiding your relationship, you mean?
No.
Wow, played by a woman. This hits a little close to home, doesn't it? It's not as if that started the moment we arrived on this island. Before that, my young master has always told me to hide our relationship. My young master loathes relying on his household's power. He even hates me, the tool given to him by his household.
I am nothing but a tool.
No matter what I am told, I am nothing but a tool for killing. If my young master intends to kill, it is only natural for me to act as his tool. Then the one who tried to kill Mahiru wasn't you, it was Fuyuhiko.
Damn it.
It is what it is. When I thought I beat that game, I was suddenly given these photographs.
Damn it.
I don't understand. Why is my sister in these photos?
Don't fuck with me.
And she's covered in blood. What does it mean? Why can't I remember? How come I don't even know if my sister's dead?
You
tried to confirm it with Mahiru, and that's why you wanted to talk to her.
So?
Yeah, I sent her the photo because I wanted to make sure she'd respond. But she never replied back to me. Not only that, she started avoiding me too.
But...
I'm pretty sure she was confused too. I mean, we all were. Before anyone played the game, we didn't even know this incident had happened. That's why even if we were told that we were connected to it, there's no way we could accept it. You know, when my hero spoke to Ibuki, she mentioned something about this.
Oh.
I have plans to go to the beach with everyone.
Oh my!
Wait, huh, you're not gonna go? If you want to talk about it there, it'd be totally fine. It's pretty important, so, you know, it'd be troubling to involve the others.
Huh?
You sound pretty serious. Serious or not, I can't really do anything about it on my own, so I wanted someone to think about it with me.
But...
If I need to make amends, I would, but I don't even know how.
Are you serious?
Definitely sounds serious. I can cancel my beach plans for you. Nah, it's important that everyone gets along anyway. Just tell them I'm not feeling well. Plus, it doesn't have to be today. There's always tomorrow.
Oh.
She wanted to discuss how to make amends, but Hiyoko was the only one who accepted her invitation. Damn.
But...
It was rather convenient for you, wasn't it, Fuyuhiko? If you could make use of their plan to meet each other alone, you could easily lure Mahiru into a trap, right? By calling both of them to the beach house, you were able to pin the blame on Hiyoko.
What the?
An eye for an eye. That's the world I live in. My little sister was murdered. If the reason that happened was because of some person here, I have no choice but to kill that person on my sister's behalf, right?
And so
my young master thought of a plan and executed it. I wanted to use a bat as the murder weapon because in the game, that's what was used to kill Girl E. For revenge, clubbing the person to death the same way my sister was killed just seemed to make sense. Even if it ruined my disguise. It was the only thing I could do to avenge my sister.
That is...
So that's why you killed her with the bat?
Yeah.
I believed her up to the very last minute. That game was just a work of fiction. But even so, that bitch.
Hey.
Hey, that game is actually real. Are you the one who killed Girl E?
Why, you?
I don't want to hear about that.
But...
The fact your sister was killed is terrible. It's unfortunate, but...
Why?
You shouldn't have killed that girl.
Shut the hell up!
Who cares about that? Just answer me. What do you know about that game?
What are you saying?
You had no right to do that. Nobody has the right to judge others for their crimes. Revenge is just wrong. Want me to be honest? This whole time, I was acting like a coward. Even after I called over Mahiru, I was still trying to find an excuse not to go through with the plan. But after she said that to me, that all went out the window. I got really pissed off and grabbed the metal bat that I hid under the bench. But at that moment, Young Master called for me and made me kill my hero.
Huh?
Young Master, I am finished.
What?
Are you saying that you killed because you were ordered to? The tool is not defined by its will, but by its actions.
Of course!
Well, of course you don't understand, because humans are completely different from one another. Everyone's birthplace and upbringing is different. It's obviously impossible for them to understand each other. So everyone just pretends to understand, and pretends to be understood.
Be quiet.
Hey, you're too annoying. Can you just shut up?
Yes, indeed!
Afterward, just as my young master planned, I proceeded to tamper with the scene of the crime. However, I also considered the possibility of being found out. So in order to get you guys to make the wrong choice, I decided to make use of that serial killer story.
It cannot be.
Wow. You insisted you were sparkling justice in order to make us hasten our votes. So we fell for it. We fell for her trick. Yeah, you guys made the wrong decision. You voted me, a mere tool, as the killer, unaware that my young master was the true killer.
That's obviously wrong.
Don't act like our loss has been decided yet.
No.
It should be decided already. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
This is troubling!
I'll admit, all this talk about Peko being a tool sounds pretty persuasive. When you approach it from various angles, it makes sense that Fuyuhiko is actually the true killer.
I see.
So for Peko, Fuyuhiko himself is your true hope then. On his behalf, you killed my hero, and now you're trying to sacrifice us so that you can protect him.
Great.
You'd only go that far because he's your one and only hope.
Wrong.
I have no hope. I am just a tool. Well, even if we asked her, she'll probably just play dumb anyway.
Now then.
So I'm gonna ask someone else. Hey, Fuyuhiko, what do you think?
Huh? Hey.
Is Peko just a tool to you? Using that tool, surviving by sacrificing Peko and the rest of us? Is that your hope?
What?
Hold on.
What's the use of asking someone something like that? Or use of asking something like that?
What?
You seem distressed. A mere tool doesn't panic like that, right?
Jeez.
Peko, be honest. Are you trying to protect Fuyuhiko of your own free will?
Hey.
Fuyuhiko, can you tell me the truth? The fact that she killed on your behalf, the fact that she lied to us by acting like the killer, are those all things you ordered her to do? Is that the truth? Fuyuhiko?
Yeah.
I know you hate our guts, but if you listen to Peko, we're all gonna die.
Yeah.
Young Master.
You should have to tell the truth. I was only following your orders. You just have to tell them that. Uh-oh. You mentioned this before, but in this kind of situation, interacting with others will just shorten your lifespan. Those idiots, Byaku and Teru, are proof of that. Plus, it'd be frustrating to be held back by affection when it's my time to kill. You're just saying that. Of course, I'll sacrifice the lives of everyone here if it guarantees my survival. You don't really feel that way, right? You're not that kind of person. Because if you were, you wouldn't be hesitating like you are now, right?
Young Master!
There's no need to hesitate, young master. Please, just tell them the truth. Young master, you were the one who ordered me. I just did as I was told because I am a tool. Fuyuhiko, this can be considered your ultimate choice. Regardless, either way, you'll still lose Peko, but
Hey.
if you insist you're the killer just as she said, you can sacrifice us and survive alone. Or would you rather reject Peko and fight alongside us against despair? Which one will be your hope? Let's hear what you have to say.
Damn it!
Young Master, I am finished.
You... What the hell did you do? You already know, right? What's going to happen after you kill someone?
I did it because I know. There is no way I can let that happen to you.
Yeah. Hey, Peko. Do you remember what I told you when we first arrived on this island? Our professional relationship doesn't exist on this island. We're just fellow high school students now. You need to run. Got it? Just let me take the fall so you can get away.
Young Master, that is impossible.
Shut up! I'm ordering you not to worry about me!
There is no way I cannot worry about you. I am my young master's tool. A tool to protect my young master. Without an owner, a tool serves no purpose.
God damn it, we are done with that crap! Why won't you listen to what I'm saying?
Regardless, I will not flee. Besides, I'm fairly certain they'll discover the truth soon enough.
Then why did you...
I have a plan.
Huh? A plan?
Please do not worry. I promise I will keep my young master alive and return him safely home.
You idiot. What do you intend to do?
I intend to fulfill my duty as your tool. Now please, go! Hiyoko will be waking up soon. After you leave, I must block the door to the road with Mahiru's body. Hurry!
Damn it. You better run away. Got it? Just forget about me! Forget about the Kuzuryu clan! You better escape!
Damn. So how about it? Please, tell me the truth.
Sorry.
Sorry, Peko. I guess I couldn't go through with it after all.
Young master!
I'm a disgrace.
Because if that's actually what I have to do to survive, I'd just feel ashamed of myself. It'd mean I can't live without depending on something. I'd just feel disgusted with myself.
Peko.
And if I admit that, it means you really are just a tool to me. How many times did I tell you? I don't want a tool given to me by the clan.
Young master!
Oh.
Oh my. So this is how it turned out.
Too bad.
And here I thought it'd be more brutal and heartless. Man, how disappointing. Which means everything happened thanks to her meddlesome actions.
Why you?
There's no way a human that meddlesome could ever be considered a tool.
Hey.
Monokuma, you knew all along, didn't you? You knew about what Peko and Fuyuhiko discussed.
Jeez.
Well, it's obvious now. I mean, that's why you're having surveillance. That's why you have surveillance cameras. You're just having fun, huh? Even if it was an act of desperation, Peko's claim was surprisingly interesting. You're actually the first to try to influence the outcome of a trial like that. But too bad, you're definitely the killer. The tool with a heart is the killer.
Sorry.
Oof. I'm sorry I couldn't fulfill your request. Even though you did all that to provide me the chance to survive, but I had a feeling it would turn out like this.
Huh?
Young master!
You have a kind heart despite being a Yakuza. That is why you question your position and constantly worry about it. For you to sacrifice someone else just to escape by yourself, I believed you wouldn't accept that so easily. We've been together ever since we were children. Even a tool would understand that.
What?
Then why?
Even so,
I wanted you to escape.
I wanted you to escape.
Now you fully voiced it. Thanks. But not that one. I wanted to protect you.
Peko.
I am terribly sorry.
I will not be able to serve by your side until the very end, young master.
Bye.
And I'm sorry for what I've done to you all too. It may be a selfish request, but please forgive my young master.
And please do not cause a senseless killing such as this ever again.
Of course. That will do, Monokuma. Why don't you start it already?
I will never feel despair.
As long as I am a tool, I am fully prepared to die.
So cool.
But will you be able to maintain that composure until the very end? People who act as proud as you always shed tears of despair in the end.
Young Master Fuyuhiko.
Please permit me to make one final selfish request.
So?
Don't call me young master.
I want you to remember.
The tool, Peko Yama, who used to stand beside you. I would like it if you remembered that. That's it. I don't need any tools. You did say that.
Jeez.
Why don't you get it yet?
Thrills, chills, kills!
Why?
You stayed by my side all this time. Why don't you get it?
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment!
I
never needed a sword or a shield.
I never needed a tool. So... you didn't need to become a tool.
Let's give it everything we've got!
You just needed to be yourself. I never wanted a tool. I just wanted you. Only you.
Young master?
Why? Why couldn't you understand? We've always been together ever since we were kids!
Let's go! It's punishment time!
Please, Echo. Don't go! I need you! Don't leave me!
Young master?
Young master!
That's not legit, is it? Jesus.
That is impossible!
People dying so easily, falling like dominoes. Oh my god. This is a lie, right? Oh my god.
Such a waste.
This is just the worst. What a waste. This conclusion, what a waste. This is why she should have just discussed it with me.
Damn it.
I was supposed to be a clash between two hopes, but it was crushed into something so unpalatable.
Oh.
You still talking about that?
You.
Hell's wrong with you? Aren't you pissed that two of your friends got killed?
Such despair.
I am pissed. I even feel sad and hopeless. But still,
Isn't that right?
it's all gonna be alright. This despair is worthless. Even this despair is just a ladder to a bright, shining future that awaits us. The higher the ladder, the brighter we can shine. That is the unmistakable truth. Calling me a ladder, huh? You say some pretty interesting things. In a way, your misguided thoughts of what hope should be reminded me of him. I don't really understand what you're saying.
Listen carefully.
Anyway, I shall make a declaration. We will definitely destroy you. The hopes of all the ultimates here will definitely, completely, utterly destroy you. There won't even be a strand of cotton left when we're done with you. That's your future. Excuse me. How much longer are you planning to say such stupid shit? Don't you understand? Even Fuyuhiko died, you know? Not yet. He's still alive.
What?
Everyone!
He is?
You serious?
Gotta poop first! Frantically, we rushed over to Fuyuhiko's side.
He's still breathing.
Is he gonna be okay?
Do something! Hey! You need to save him! Hey!
I'm trying! But his blood, he won't stop bleeding out! His pulse is getting weaker!
Can't you do anything about it? God damn it!
Well, serves him right.
You're so stupid.
Were you filled with hope at the thought of saving her yourself? That's why you ended up like that?
You stupid brother!
What are you so laid back about? You need to hurry up and save him.
I don't believe
A
it.
surprise order?
What the heck?
Why do I have to burn my precious calories just to save some Yakuza scum?
That's wrong!
It's your duty to save him. Duty?
Hey, hey!
Because it's written in the school trip rules. They alone will be executed. If only the black ink gets executed, then Fuyuhiko shouldn't be allowed to be executed. Well, if I could, I'd do something about it right now. But since my magic stick was taken away...
Hey, hey!
But you should be able to do it.
Unbelievable.
I guess I have no choice.
Fine, fine.
There's no way I can violate a rule, even if it's me.
So...
Fine, I'll save him.
Like...
I was actually gonna do that all along, so I'm already prepared for this. And that's when it happened.
An ambulance?
Just leave the rest to me, Dr. Killgood.
Dr. Killgood, you've already killed your patients.
We gotta get this patient to the Monokuma Hospital ER and get him under 24-hour observation stat. So, I'll see you later.
And after he said that, the ambulance containing Monokuma and Fuyuhiko vanished from our sight. Is it really gonna be okay to leave this to Monokuma?
Damn it.
Can't be helped. It's not like there was any other way.
Perhaps.
He's gonna be fine. He'll probably get better and come back to us again. He's definitely gonna come back and talk a lot of smack as if nothing happened. All we can do is wait. Where we go? Wait. He caused my hero's death, you know.
However,
We must put that aside since Pekka has already been punished, or else we will not be able to advance forward.
Fall, my tears.
There are no second chances in life. We cannot return to what has already transpired. There's no other way than to move forward, like an arrow of light piercing through the darkness. And hitting Ganon right in the face.
damn it!
I guess things aren't as exciting if a shit stirrer like him ain't around. I didn't realize it, but I was wishing for that too. From the bottom of my heart, I really wanted him to return. I don't want anyone else to be a sacrifice. And so the class trial ended, but we still can't see the real ending that we want yet. When that finally arrives, what will have happened to us by then? No matter where I look, no matter what possibilities I look for, I can't see our future, not even a speck. As if we were in a boat, floating unreliably in a vast, dark sea. We were just left there, alone. Only one word could explain our situation. Despair. We couldn't find a more suitable word than that.
You guys can see it, right? You can see this countdown too? 4 people are already gone. We took our time preparing the hope fragments, but now we're no longer able to gather them. Honestly, I'm not so sure anymore. Whether it's better if we let them leave this island, or if we shouldn't let them escape. For those kids, which option is hope and which is despair? But I guess there's no time to hesitate. If this countdown reaches 0, that guy will probably take over our plan's final stage as well. What lies beyond that is the foul resurrection of the ultimate despair. And the continuation of the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
Oh, good lord.
That cannot be allowed. We must prevent that by any means necessary. Even if we have to pay the ultimate price, I will definitely prevent it by any means. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope.
Wow. Damn. Well. Black Dragon Blade.